This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Diecast podcast. I'm your host and DM, Johnny, and we are a live play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast currently running through Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We are in our 5th season, and we are getting close to the end of it as Amalika, Waywalkit, and Yosef are trying to figure out what to do with the Stone of Golor. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for spending some time with us. If you need to find us anywhere, you can find us on our own Twitter account at Diecast Podcast. Please give us a follow. We would greatly appreciate it. Any app that plays a podcast, on our own website at www.flyinglizardstudio.com, on YouTube, Diecast Podcast, and on our own Discord server. You can find links in the post for this podcast or on Twitter, where we will post it a lot. Join in the discussion. Lots of questions so far, lots of comments, and a little bit of fan art as well. Thank you so much for jumping in on the conversation. So let's just jump into it. The Trollskull Trio, the Stone of Golor, Manshoon, Mirt, and a whole bunch of unclaimed gold somewhere out there in the city. Let's see what happens. I will see you at the break. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Diecast Podcast, Season 5, Dragon Heist. When we last joined our merry adventurers, they had a nice little chat with a nice little wizard in the Yellowstone Tower named Manshoon. He offered them a job in the real Zentarim, kind of like the Ghostbusters cartoon show and the real Ghostbusters cartoon show. They're both cartoons, but you don't know which one's better until you're actually down there watching it. He offered you guys to be employed to go in, and he offered you a massive cut higher than what Laeral Silverhand offered you, 50,000 instead of 5,000.
I feel like offer is a strong word. So much as like blackmail.
Yeah, extorted.
Yeah.
Or it was pure extortion. Because you asked, well, why would you trust us like this? And he's like, oh, I've already taken all your friends.
All your beloved NPCs.
And a mule.
Pablin. That's all you care about.
Pablin.
Oh boy.
So you made your way, and then Yosef attuned to the stone, learned that the keys were a beholder eye stalk, a severed drow hand, and a gift from a queen. Oh, that reminds me. Paperclip down.
An actual paperclip. Where's my beholder plushie?
Yeah, come on.
And a severed hand, John.
It's got to be a severed drow hand.
See a Kleenex.
The purple paint did not mix with the blood too well. So yeah, you discovered the 3 keys, and then you went about trying to find them after a long, intimate conversation about hands and appendages and whether Amalika should be separated from them or not. You decided to go see...
Rude, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm still bitter.
You're going to grow it back.
Maybe. You went to go see B at the Boudoirs Guild to see if you could get any regeneration scrolls. And she told you the price about such a high-level casting item for spell services. And then you decided to go talk to Jarlaxle in the meantime. But she did bestow a gift upon Yosef, knighting him the Paperclip Knight, giving him a paperclip as a gift. And you made your way to Jarlaxle, interrupting him in the morning as he was about to bed down for the day, and kind of asking him about where do you get a drow hand, and said, I have one easily for you. And it turns out he still had the body of the Dark Elf assassin just hooked to the side of his submarine underneath the eye catcher.
And surprise, Uncle Daddy.
That's a little revelation. Got a little backstory as Amalika revealed that she let Ott Steeltoes go from imprisonment, and Jarlaxle said, well, you're more like your father than your mother. And then
Sorry, skipped ahead.
yeah, that's all right. And then
And he's related to the mother.
to the brother, to
The
husband.
brother. Oh,
Yeah.
the husband. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Paternal uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uncle, daddy adjacent.
Uncle sexy.
It's still creepy enough, Miles. Still creepy enough.
Yeah. I'm very happy about
I
that.
can objectify him as Stephanie.
And I can objectify him as with Miles and Waywalkett.
So you got the last bits, chopping off the hand of the corpse and making your way back to the docks, where the Stone of Golor informed you that you had all three keys needed to open up the Dragon Vault, and then you were going to have a conversation with Mirt.
I sent Mirt one of the sending scrolls.
Mhm.
So I'm down to 3 from the 5 he gave us initially. I said that we should meet, and then he said, I think that we should meet.
You
in
also
his villa.
said Manshoon is
Yes.
back. He said that's not funny.
Yes, he didn't believe that, and we don't really have any proof. So hopefully, we're very convincing.
I mean, I am persuasive and charismatic.
It's true.
I also have much in the way of persuasion now, because my persuasion is now +9.
Well, we can cinematically speed you as Waywalkett, Cupcake Carl, Amalika, and I think that's all 4 of you. The trio of 4 go running through the streets of Water. Oh,
Well, actually, I'm a little bit worried that we're being followed.
okay.
So I actually want to send him another scroll of sending before we go. So Waywalkett cast sending again.
Give me an intelligence check, please.
Ooh, jeez. Does someone else hold this scroll still for me, please?
I'll say you can take a stop while you're doing to cast the spell.
Hit. It's still fine though. It's a 13.
Perfect.
So yeah, so I rolled a 13.
Okay.
And I say back to Mirt, I'm like, number 1, not joking, there is definitely an archmage following all of our moves. That's
Okay.
7 words, I think,
Yeah.
right there. Need to go to a place we visit often. Thinking yawning portal. Look for the halfling with a scarred face.
Boom. He says, "Great. I will meet you there in half an hour."
Perfect.
So the Yawning Portal's still in the Castle Ward, which is where Mirt's villa was. So you're still heading in the same direction.
All right. So, number 1, that's fine. But we got to go, in case there's also eyes on the ground, I'm thinking we better go super stealthy. So let's duck into a washroom and get our disguises on.
Sounds
Before we go into disguise, I want to shoot off one quick pop. I'll run. We're in the streets now.
Yeah. It's middle of the day. Snow and ice on the ground.
All right.
It's quite a crowd of traffic in the dock ward as trade and cargo is being exchanged and moved off of boats and into the city to get dispersed for trade and whatnot. So it's pretty packed city
Okay,
streets.
I'm going to do one of my street yells. People of Waterdeep, it's me, Yosef, your hero, and my friends, the Trollskull Trio. Now, many of you may have heard of the totally untrue things that were written at us in your local rags. But I'm here to remind you that we are still heroes, and also our Winter Shield party is going to be better than ever. Can I count on your support for our Winter Shield party?
Persuasion or performance, your choice.
Both are the same. It is a 17.
17. You see people carrying like barrels and boxes, and some people just like having conversations as they get their heads drawn around. You see, it's not like the northern ward or the trade ward where people are wearing like fur-lined collars and stuff like that. This is very more Amalika style of like linen layers and wrappings and stuff like that. As they
know what's up.
Yeah, they see they give you heed, and they take some time to absorb your words, and you see some head nods and stuff like that as they seem to be swayed by your street performance.
Did you see that? I got some head nods that time. I've been yelling this all day. We're a tough sell all of a sudden.
Yeah, you got some real influence going on there. It's good to see. We're definitely, been smeared in the press, so it's going to be tough go of it for now. But stick to it, Yosef. I think we're going to have a great party anyway.
Head of marketing, really nailing it.
All right, now let's get out of view because I'm worried there's prying eyes.
Yeah, you don't even need to roll to look. Amalka, with your street urchin backstreet knowledge, finds you. In fact, if you wanted to, you could go to the yawning portal through back streets and avoid everything.
Get you then.
That's pretty good, though.
Let's do-
All right, then. So we're, well, I guess as we're avoiding, as we're in back streets, kind of make a check to see if we're being followed.
Perception,
by
please.
Somebody. That is a 15.
15. You go looking around, you scan the rooftops, you scan the streets. It's busy, but you can't really pick out anyone paying, aside from like the eyes that are still lingering from Yosef's street performance. There doesn't seem to be anyone who's like given like a following interest or like that.
Yes, my friend. You look like you could use a drink.
All right, before we get into the yawning portal here, because they know who we are there, we should go in a little bit more discreetly. Yosef.
Disguise us as a god.
No, not that time. That was pretty
I
good,
just want
though.
to point out that, like, I don't think he does discreet.
Yeah, that's why he's going to be invisible.
I can do invisible.
And also...
But can he do quiet?
Well, he only has to be quiet until we sit down with Mirt.
Fair enough.
So after you do the invisibility, can you be quiet for like 5 minutes?
I don't know why, but I want the Winter Shield party to go well.
Yeah.
And the idea that the Winter Shield party may not go well is filling me with a funny feeling in my chest that I don't like.
It's just
If
you
we meet with
realizing
this
that you
Mirt.
might not be a sociopath.
And
That's good news.
I don't know what that is. Is it a person who throws a really great party and is remembered as a hero? Because if so, I'm a sociopath.
That's not what they are.
If I do invisibility and I be quiet, will Mirt make us heroes again?
I can't promise you that one way or the other, but it's definitely not going to hurt. But it would hurt is if we were meeting with Mirt and it got back to Manshoon. Because he'd kill us, is what I'm saying. That's why it would hurt.
He would kill us.
It would literally
And then,
hurt.
and then there would be no party. So, go in. I'm going to look like a halfling. You guys are going to go in invisible. We'll see Mirt. We'll have our meeting. You guys can talk once we're sitting down with Mirt. Because then, whatever. We're just in a booth. It's loud in there. No one will notice that 2 disembodied voices are coming out from spaces near me.
It's fine.
And if they do, I'll say it's gas.
I don't have anything to add to that.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, thanks. So, yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll go get this fortune, and hopefully exonerate our names. Easy peasy-ish.
As a sidebar, did we ever bring back that bottle of wine for what's his name?
You still have it.
No, yeah.
You've been carrying a bottle of wine with you all this time.
Yeah, for like so long.
Expensive bottle of wine, too.
This is maybe
No,
not
I
the
know,
time
I
for
know.
this, but good point.
That was just a thought.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
Not the time, but I was like, is that a thing? Did we ever get rid of that?
No,
Okay.
we've not given. Yeah, I don't think we've been to the Young Portal in at least one day.
It's been an age.
AKA 15 weeks.
We were definitely there on the longest day, but I don't think we were there for the second longest
That's
day.
that's like 3 days from 3 days ago now. 2 days ago.
2 days ago now, I
Okay,
think.
so
Anyway.
invisible, disguise.
Yeah, so Wigwalk sort of like turns away from the group and then turns back, and he is basically the same size as he was before, but his like longer nose appears shorter. There's a scar running down like his eye below his like chin around to the other side, like making it very obvious he has a giant
The
scar.
mutton chop of like scars.
Yeah, it's like a mutton chop scar.
In fact, like another scar in the shape of an arrow. It's an
Yeah.
actual scar.
Yeah.
Here.
He actually just got the scar from shaving his mutton chops.
Yeah, maybe.
Really took it off.
I haven't made up a backstory for this disguise yet.
I'm doing it for you.
I'm going to blow a bit of my otherworldly smoke onto Amalika. and she sort of disappears in a spiral of smoke.
Nice.
And then the spiral of smoke sneaks around my feet and also covers me up. Because I can turn 2 people invisible now.
Oh.
And Cupcake Carl can just turn invisible on his own.
Oh yeah, I should fill up my spell slot. All right.
All right, Waywalket, we're invisible.
Yes. No. Be very quiet.
Do you think?
I'm doing a voice. Is it working?
It's a bit awkward, but
all right. Now,
as we speak, do you think it's okay to kind of like pretend we're voices in the crowd and casually mention the Winter Shield party and how excited we are? We can be like, oh, can't wait to go to that Winter Shield party. And like, oh yeah, the Trollskull Trio are heroes despite what the papers say.
I will allow this.
Well, it is still early morning as you guys make your way to the yawning portal. The snow on the ground indicates a lot of foot traffic has come in and out.
I bet you maybe like around noon.
Yeah, we can make it noonish.
Well, because we went from our manor to the Boudoirs Guild to the docks, and now we're back up in there. I mean, you can say whatever time it is.
I'd say it's like, I'll say early afternoon then. Like
noon.
11 or 12,
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, it looks like the yawning portal does have a significant amount of foot traffic in front of it as you bust open the door, I guess stealthily open the door.
Yeah, I open the door and I assume, like, I open it really long time, like, yeah, imagine that someone's like, close the door, you're letting the air, and I'm like,
it's actually, you actually feel kind of like that magical temperature control. So it's like that warm 22 degrees in there as everyone's kind of like jackets off and stuff like that. As you slip inside, you can see the crowd is pretty good lunch rush happening right now. Durnan is again at the bar, like cleaning glasses and stuff like that. And as Waywalker comes in, you see Durnan look up and you hear him say, "Malika, you get my booze yet?"
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
That Trollskull Trio, they're the real deal, and by that I mean they're not criminals.
Oh, that was some gas.
I'll say whoever wants to give
Your
me
gas is very flattering.
Yeah. Does its marketing.
I don't know. You don't need to roll this. It's very clear he's got some type of see invisible ability on.
Malika kind of just like, I mean, she's invisible. Wait, do I have to be really close to you?
No, or you could pass it to me if you want.
You can the range is only for casting. You can go as far away.
Oh,
as you
okay.
want.
So Malika just passes the booze to Waywalker and it's just like,
invisible?
get rid of this. Just give it to him.
Okay.
Miserable.
Yes.
Oh, anything the target is carrying
becomes invisible, yeah.
as long as it's on your person. So I think
Yeah.
once you pass it over, like it
like
pops
a
back into.
Yeah.
Yes, a gift from my friend Malika Durnan.
Like, why are you? You doing a bit, a gig?
Just the booth, please, Durnan. We're not anyone you
We don't have time for this. Durnan, he thinks it's a disguise. We're invisible. We're in a lot of trouble. And while we're holding down that booth and like resolving all this, I really need you to keep hyping the Winter Shield party.
Give me a persuasion check.
You bet. Come on, Durnan. Remember all those times we saved your life and had a great time at your bar?
And
And
now we've brought you the booze so you can go back to being grateful for our help.
straight back to grateful, right, buddy? It's an 11.
At 11, he's grateful for the booze.
Should be 14, actually, right? Because it's a 9?
Oh, because the 6 has it about. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
14.
Still the same result, unfortunately. As Durnan seems grateful for the booze, you see him nodding like, "Well, thank you for the replacement. I knew I could trust you, but let's be honest there. I think I was okay with that troll. And as for the Winter Steel party, I'll put up flyers for you, but I'm not going to go around advertising my own bar about your Winter Shield party."
Oh, that's fine, Durnan. I'm already doing that, see? That Winter Shield party, gonna be...
You're an odd fellow, Yosef. Am I allowed to use names right now? Or are you all in disguise?
No, we're in disguise. Say you're an odd fella, invisible spirit.
What?
You're an odd fella, invisible spirit.
Thank you.
Everyone else give me an insight check.
Oh no. It's a 14.
Oh. 19.
Amalika and Waywalker, you can clearly see the other patrons at the bar looking at Durnan having a conversation with a halfling and kind of just blank air, but there's responses happening and there's enough of a conversation happening that you can see them kind of like shuffling down the side of the bar, giving yourself some ample space and room.
Remember when you thought this was a good idea?
Well, going to find our favorite booth now.
I somehow think this is less discreet than us just walking in here.
Well, stop talking.
I didn't start it.
Give me a perception check.
It's a 6.
6. It looks like a pretty good lunch rush happening right now. You can't spot Mirt anywhere at the moment.
I'll do a casual lap of the yawning portal.
Well, there's like 3 or 4 floors.
Oh,
as well.
yikes.
Yeah. So you don't spot them on the bottom floor. You make your way up, kind of looks like the Globe Theater from Shakespearean times. As you make your way up the outer rings of the yawning portal, and when you get up to like about the 4th or 5th floor, that's when you do notice the big kind of like Santa Claus cherry cheeks, kind of round face, and blonde beard and hair, kind of like the flop over hat. As you see him, you remember him from the theater, but he does not have that jovial expression that he had before.
SpaghettiOs.
Hello there, Mirt.
Waywalker,
Yeah, it's me.
oh, come on in.
Okay,
I've rented out the floor so we can have some privacy.
Oh, that's very
Or I should say some privacy.
Very thoughtful of you. I don't think we were followed, but I'm sure there's an eye in the sky keeping an eye on our every movement.
Hi, Mirt, it's us two. You might remember us from the theater. I was very handsome. There's also this dark elf woman. We were quite drunk.
Oh, you were handsomely drunk.
On like good booze though, so it's technically not, drunk. It's just like
We were fancy person
Yeah.
drunk.
On your dime, too, so thank you.
Oh.
Anyway, we're in a lot of trouble.
Well, I've read the newspapers.
Yeah, well, that's only half of the story. Yeah, like maybe even less than half the story.
and
It's
objectively
lies.
not the worst of our problems.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Well, could you please elaborate on the worst of your problems then?
Definitely,
Wow.
the number one problem is that the evil archmage Manshoon, founder of the Zentarine, is back in the picture. He's kidnapped all of our friends and NPCs. I mean, all of our friends. And has them hostage while he wants us to recover the Stone of Galore.
Wait, that's why we're here? I care about the newspapers.
Waywalker cares about Fadlin.
Well, it's all connected there,
Yeah.
Joseph. We get out of this business, clear our names in the eyes of the people.
Mm-hmm.
That's our way out.
I'm on board with all of this, and I will support you, my friends, but I'm just going to say, for the record, I like New Fablin better.
I don't understand that at all, because he's made of snow or something, and
He's the exact same.
basically he's the exact same.
He's made of magic snow, though.
Anyway, as you can see, it's very dire. My mule is in pure danger.
I'm
Well-
not going to tell Alvin about your distress over.
I mean, Alvin is clearly number one.
I don't know. That's not what I'm getting here.
You see Mirt furrow his brow and say, I don't believe the Manshoon story. It can be an illusion
Okay, but
polymorph.
why would we make that up?
to sound alarmist. Maybe you don't fully understand what happened. I mean, the best wizards and assassins were sent out to kill the clones, and they all came back and said, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Do you not think that maybe then they were liars?
They were the best in the world at what they did.
Maybe
So,
they're the
all
best
we
at the
know
world at
is-
lying.
This man had a metal arm, a cape, incredible charisma, and phenomenal magic power.
Well, see, there you go. Manshoon none of the clones had a metal arm at any point.
You pick up a metal arm here and there.
Yeah, you lose an arm. One of your friends is just like, let's lop it off and then like get you a new one. But the new like spell is expensive, so they don't do it, you know, hypothetically.
Also, we have this ring with his initial on it. And I show him the magic teleporting ring.
You see him hold it up. He's like, you have a gold ring with the letter M on it.
Yeah, but look how fancy it is. It's a fancy looking M.
It's like it's a slightly tarnished gold ring with an M on it. I'm going to need more than a magic ring. The M could mean magic.
Oh, we have had the longest couple of days. Just,
I need something more solid that one of the clones that was in the Manshoon Wars, which laid waste to all the lands, is back than more than I have a ring with an M on it. If you were in my position, would you think you
so
need something?
what exactly are you going to do to help us?
Oh, actually, I have more evidence. So we used this magic ring to go to the layer of the Zentarine, which is a tower in the south of the city that I'm looking up, the Kolat Towers, which is a Zentarine base. So you can confirm that if you like. When we were in the Kolat Towers, a very dumb beholder-like creature was in there, and I asked him who his boss was. And he said, Manshoon.
So you're taking the third-hand word of a dumb spectator.
Well, why would he lie? Because he doesn't know anything.
Or maybe he was lied to. Maybe someone is using the...
I mean, that's true. We did lie to him quite a bit.
That is true. He was a bit of a dummy.
And if I take this back to the council, I need something I can show them that they can't dispute. Having a gnome saying he lied to a spectator who told him that his boss was Manshoon is not solid evidence.
But like, I just want to ask again, if we go through all this effort to get this proof for you, what are you going to help us do about this?
Well, we can mobilize the full forces of Waterdeep.
That's pretty good.
Good!
That sounds pretty sweet, actually. All right. What other proof I have? Could you read our minds?
Well, it could be, what if it's somebody in disguise, an illusion or a construct?
Why are you like this?
Could you test our... So he replaced all of our friends at Trollskull Manor with simulacrums.
That's terrible. I'm sorry that happened.
So could you test them for simulacrumlisms?
Yeah, it's quite obvious, but that still doesn't mean Manshoon did that, though. That's just you have
I just want to point out
simulacrums.
the way you said quite obvious, like we didn't notice our friends were.
Oh no,
Not
it's easy to.
Okay,
to find.
just checking.
Yeah, well, actually, quick question. If you look at a simulacrum with detect magic, would you see anything or no? Because they're a perfect
It's because they're technically a creature at that point.
Neat.
But Mirt does say they're not as strong as their original clones, so you could easily, if you wound them grievously, they'll bleed ice and water.
Gross. I wonder how that guy's blood magic is working. Anyway, that's not the point. Number 3. I think in the order of things, would.
Also, you don't know where Harko's getting the blood from.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But doesn't he not know?
But regardless of if Manshoon is Manshoon, would you believe me that it's high up Zentarine that have taken our friends and have put our lives into grave danger?
Well, that we can do, but that's like a city watch affair. And
they are not our fans at the moment.
And I think that's where the problems come in, because if it's just basic kidnapping crime, that's not in the Harper's purview. We're here to stop imbalances of powers and stop tyrants from achieving power. If you can show me and prove to me that Manshoon is actually back and we have had all the assassins and all the trained wizards come back and confirm that Manshoon was dead when they went out to kill their various clones. They've got a lot more clout than you three have.
Fair. I mean, you worked with those guys presumably for a long time. We're brand new employees. We've only really known you, we met you 4 days ago, so...
And I still have yet to, well, I mean, I guess the information about Kolat Towers is very good.
Yeah. Also, more information about the Zentarim. Just so you can check out that we are not liars. Also, they have a base in the villa, Grandhund Villa. The Grandhunds almost certainly are neck deep in
shenanigans.
Manshoonigans Zareens.
That's a complicated name.
Well, you know about the
but being associated with the Zentarim does not mean Manshoon is back.
No, but I'm just telling. Well, because there's the two divisions between the Havel's Zentarim and what Manshoon called the real Zentarim. Just so you know, giving you more information.
You see Mirt kind of take an exasperated gasp and just kind of like dabs his slightly sweaty forehead. He says, "You're not giving me a lot to work with. I need something solid, something we can prove, something we can show, something we can demonstrate."
What did you have in mind?
Anything that I could present, like a third-party witness who is intimate. It's just something that proves Manshoon is...
Oh, why'd he have to...
Well, so there's a dead body. He killed a cultist of Bane up in the North Ward?
The Castle Ward.
Castle Ward? Was it the Castle Ward?
Yeah, the Yellowstone Tower.
Yes. I thought it was in the Field Ward now?
No, Yellowstone was in Castle Ward.
Okay. Yeah, so that's where he was killed. If you talk to his ghost, he might be able to tell you that Manshoon killed him.
True.
Give me a persuasion check.
That is a 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
You see...
Very persuasive.
You see Mirt say, "All right, but you're going to show me this body. I'm going to get a scroll, and we're going to do this together."
So... I don't know.
I can pay for the scroll. You don't have to worry about that.
Well, that's great. I am not that liquid right now. But also, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the City Watch has his body yet. We could...
Well, tell me, did you leave it in a state where the City Watch would know about it, or...
No. I think we just kind of fled into the night.
I think that too.
And
yeah, if I recall correctly.
How long ago was this?
Only last night. So
he's probably... Let's go right now. Lead me there.
That sounds good.
All right.
You have to pay off a tab, but you know what? Donna knows where you live.
Do you even drink anything?
No. No drinks were had, actually. Just rented at the top floor. So you guys going to stay invisible in disguise?
We might as well stay invisible in disguise.
Sure.
Yeah. You see Mirt come walking out and puts on his big lavish kind of like this orange and yellow furred collared jacket. Looks very ostentatious and very kind of like more, "Hey, look at me, look how rich I am" type of gear. He says, "All right, lead the way." And you can see kind of his cheeks are a little bit rosier in the cold.
Yep. And you know the way to Malka, right?
Yeah, let's get going.
Yeah, you're going to take Mirt through the back streets. Mm-hmm. You go through the zigzag labyrinth of back alleyways. Mirt does not look impressed because he's getting a little bit of crud at the bottom of his long winter jacket. But you can definitely see that kind of worn down Yellowstone Tower getting larger and larger in the distance as you avoid a lot of the attention on the main streets of Castlewood, which is actually kind of full of people right now. It looks like as the Winter Shield Festival gets closer and closer, people are out buying gifts and celebrations and things for parties and personal festivals and stuff like that. But
I'm going to continue whispering about the Winter Shield party the
you
whole
are in
way.
the back alleys right now.
Oh,
because,
okay. So no one's like...
You can still whisper if you want.
No.
Rats. Do we want more
I'm
rats?
not talking to them.
But you make great haste with Amalika's knowledge of the back streets to the front door of the Yellowstone Towers, and you can see that the wood doors are still kind of like flapping in the wind as you left it.
Let's hope that the Zensarim don't clean up after themselves. And open the door.
Yeah, you open it easily, and then like the continual flames are still on. And as you look in the middle of the room where you left the corpse or your tied up cultist friend, you can see kind of like the scorch mark on the ground, but the body's gone.
He was right there, and now Scorcho. Can you do it on the scorch mark maybe?
No, ashes do not have a mouth or a head.
Yeah,
you've taken me to the castle, to this worn down building, to show me a body that doesn't exist, to prove a monster.
Let's check the upstairs actually.
Okay. You head back upstairs. It's still a mess upstairs, but you notice that all the bodies and the circle, the ritual casting circle that was painted on the ground are also gone.
There was a whole thing here. Yeah, they're gone now. Well, good to know that they're very thorough criminal
much tidier than I thought they'd be.
Yeah, very neat. Except for the scorch mark,
Yeah, I mean, clearly there was mischief.
But ow. And then we'll go downstairs to the where the circle was.
Yeah, you can see Murder's quickly losing his patience.
And so I'll go down to where you can stay here though, Mark. I'm gonna check something out.
Okay.
I'll go see if the teleportation circles in the
Traffic outside water you.
and I'll go down and check to see if the teleportation circle is still there.
You go through that storage room down in the basement, and you can see the old wooden door where you came in through. Mm-hmm. It looks closed, and you can definitely see that lock is kind of silvery and glinting in the light.
Yeah, that's a good lock. I'll try to pick it again.
Sure.
I'll send my floating thieves' tools out and try to pick this lock with my mage hand.
Ooh.
Not that time. It's a 10.
You're kind of nervous about the situation, and you kind of fumble around with your mage hand and the key locks. You remember that some of those tumblers push back on you. It's kind of like a push and give and go, and it just does not even make it past the first little bit on the lock.
Damn it! Come on, focus, White Walker, focus.
You get one more roll before it goes to disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's a 12.
Same effect as and maybe it's not your nerves anymore, but maybe they changed something in the lock.
All right. Focus. I'll try one more time with disadvantage.
Do it.
No, 10 again. Ugh, those are all terrible rolls.
I'm sorry I waylock it, but
right.
it seems that whatever new mechanism they put in the locking does look shiny and new, but it's stifling your lock picking.
Can I still blast the door open?
Oh, if you want to, yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving that a shot. Get out of the way, Waywalker. We're wasting time.
Did you just leave Mirt upstairs, or
Yeah, I guess Mirt's upstairs.
Yeah, he's gonna come down and say, "What's all this now? What's going on down here?"
It's a little technical difficulty. 1 second.
Yeah, I'll fix it right up. Hold on.
Fire.
Bam. Oh my god, that was terrible.
Oh
no.
my god.
Oh, do I add my charisma to this?
Yeah.
Your spell,
Your spell casting abilities, so it should be
and it's your spell attack roll.
Oh, your spell attack
roll. So it should be 8. So one's 10 and one is something
15.
else. Yeah, 15.
Those both hit.
Yeah.
So roll me up your 2 Eldritch Blast damage dice.
Is it still agonizing if it's a door?
I'll say yeah.
Sure. Okay, so
What's the fun of having that talent if you don't take it?
So it's a 9 and also an 8.
So 9, 17 in total.
Yeah.
You put 2 massive blasts, and having experience of punching holes through floors, walls, and windows, you shred most of that door. It still stands. It still looks like it's. You can see the circle on the inside. It just doesn't look like it's accessible yet.
Yeah.
Check it out, old man. We also do home renos.
It's like, what are you showing me blowing up a door?
Yeah, come a little closer. Throw on your light there, Yosef.
Lights. I'll throw up my light sphere.
Yeah.
As you can see, a little teleportation circle on the other side of this door.
You see Mirt grab the brow of his nose and just say, again, how does this prove that Manshoon exists?
Just believe us.
You want to do a quick trip to his inner sanctum?
You,
Because that's what this ring and that teleportation thing is going to do to us.
can we get back easily? How does your ring work?
Yeah, it gives me like a list of locations. We can come right back here pretty quick.
Yeah, we were really bopping around yesterday.
I mean, it's maybe a little dangerous to go into, an archmage's inner sanctum.
But you're not chicken, are you?
You see him kind of straighten his winter jacket. He's like, I am Mirt the Moneylender. There's nothing chicken about me.
You
Tell
need a
it to
more
your goat.
intimidating title.
In Waterdeep, that is one of the best titles.
That's true.
Yeah, you want to go for it?
Like, all right,
All right, let's keep pushing this door down.
give me a strength plus athletics check.
You want to help me, somebody?
Sure.
Do I have strength?
Well, here, no, I'll take advantage.
Yeah.
Blast the door again.
You can blast it too. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. There's not much left of the door.
It's a 13 altogether.
13. The DC was lower because of all the damage, and like you just kind of push and kick in the last ring. Essentially, the lock is still there, and like the outer frame of the door is still there, but there's a big hole right through the middle of it.
Great job, Waywalker. You solved it.
Not my best lockpicking ever.
You see
But
Mirt
not my
look down.
worst.
You see Mirt look down and say, "I wouldn't worry about it. It's a very sophisticated lock."
Yeah, no, I got it last time though. It's pretty easy. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Actually, if you want, if you give me another strength athletics check, I'll let you rip that lock out of the wall
Sure.
because there's not much left of the door frame.
It's a 4.
You try and grab on it. Yeah, that's not
So
budging.
tight.
It's
So
not.
good.
I haven't
It's very
rolled
snug.
hardly anything, and I'm nervous now, guys.
I started good, and now it's reverting to the mean. Yeah, so I'll step on the teleportation circle.
Teleportation circle. Who is everyone else joining as well?
I guess, yeah.
All right, let's hold hands.
Yeah.
And I step on, and then
You hit the do them. Yeah.
What are my options from this place?
From this, it's just the inner sanctum.
Yep. Inner sanctum, please.
Yeah,
To my
your
mind.
ring vibrates with energy, and you see like this portal kind of like arch up from one side of the circle to the other, and you see again like the white alabaster walls with the tower parapets, and like this big cold iron door with like the same type of M font styled embossed on the door. You guys walk through the portal.
Is this enough for you, Mirt?
Look, man, it's the same M.
That just means they appreciate design consistency.
All right, this is
This seems like a bad plan, my friend.
This seems really dangerous for you, Mirt, and also for us, but mostly for you.
It's like, well, Mirt can take care of himself.
That's good to know. Let's do it.
We should do something about our design consistency. It would improve our branding.
You keep that in the back of your mind.
That's
for
a
later.
tomorrow problem.
Yeah.
Tomorrow problems, tomorrow. Oh, sorry, Fablin's in danger.
Yes. And Alvin and Martin.
I keep forgetting about those guys.
Wait, is Liff like?
No, Liv still he was still out and about
Yeah,
last
right?
time.
Yeah, because Liv can't be abducted.
Yeah,
He's a
I was gonna
ghost.
say, so, like, okay.
Everyone but Liv.
Yeah.
I'll say you can give me if you can. Yeah, just give me a basic intelligence check.
Sure. It's a 10. No, it's a 9, actually.
Say for everyone else as well.
Ugh, this
Get
is
stuff
bad
in the
rolling.
game roll,
Oh,
the
no.
dice rolling game tonight.
It's 10 for me.
10's
Oh, there
perfect.
we go.
Wait, what's in? Oh, nope. I was gonna say this is so good, and then I have a -1, but it's 16.
That's still so. Amalka and Yosef, you remember? You kind of get the impression that it's hard to abduct something that you don't know that's there.
Hmm.
Ooh, good point. Okay, carry on.
All right, so you all walk through, and you're surrounded by that purplish, reddish maelstrom, and kind of like that box cube thing. And you can see Mirt's eyes kind of like light up, and he's like, all right, Waywalker, I'm starting to believe you a little bit more now."
Oh, now that we're in the inner sanctum and in danger, great.
Well, it's better than just saying he's back. And again, this doesn't necessarily prove
anything. Yeah. So we're now outside their gate.
Yeah, and you do look over and you see that shadowy figure in the window again, and you hear something, the sending spell happening in your head. Waywalking says, "Oh, you've brought a friend for us, I see. Shall I summon the master?"
I think this guy is lost. We're a little bit lost. Is Manshoon in?
I can summon him if you need.
Can you broadcast that into my friend's head?
The master's on his way right now.
We gotta go. He's on his way right now. So unless you want to see him with your eyes, it's time to go there, Mirt.
Mirt says, "All right, do it."
I teleport back to the tower.
Boosh, boosh, boosh. And you are back in the basement of Yellowstone Tower.
All right.
Well, are you convinced now, Mirt? Do you want to kiss him or get an autograph or something? For goodness sakes.
He looks at Waywalking and says, "That I think that wasn't enough."
Yeah. He also.
But we should also probably be worried about your friends for real now. That if he's seen me with you.
Oh yes, definitely, and you should be worried as well, probably.
Well, I think what this means now is we need to develop a plan, but keep it low key, because if Manshoon has eyes of the Zentarim, he has eyes everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
So we should get out of here very quickly.
Yeah. Let's hurry. Let's go.
As you rush out of the tower, as you go like kind of like that rosy cheek huffing, puffing speed walk down the street, you actually look back and you can see the purple starry robe come up and kind of looks out the door at you, and you actually see like the face of Manshoon kind of like giving you all dagger eyes.
That's a terrible plan.
Doesn't follow, but you see him kind of like wave his hand across, almost like an invisibility curtain, just kind of waves over top of him as the door closes. And everyone give me perception or survival check.
Oh no, I don't want any of this.
Or insight if you wish as well.
Yeah.
No.
I got 19 on perception.
Perception, math, 12.
12.
It's an 11.
Waywalk it, you notice that no footsteps come out from the door. You get the feeling he just turned invisible and closed the door.
Yeah. He's not following us?
Not following.
Yeah.
Or at least that's your impression.
Okay. Well, we are now definitely in the end game. So we got to go get this horde right now. Mirt, when you think of a plan, we're going to go get what he wants. And
he says, well, I'm going to head to the city council right now, the masked lords of Waterdeep, and we're going to mobilize and invade the Kolot Towers.
I mean, you also... Wait, would he work with Uncle Daddy? Is that a thing he would do?
Yeah, I mean, we could use all the help we can get. You might as well propose it.
Are you saying that out loud, or
this is me asking, and then
we can,
to propose it.
Yeah, totally. We should totally mention this. I think anyway.
Definitely.
All right, just so you're up to speed, Yosef. What I told, I to call you just Miles. Waywalk it is Jarlaxle's my uncle. Let's not get into it right now.
You see Mirt immediately like, what?
Yes, to you. Maybe go get him and tell him I sent you while we go do this.
I thought it was pretty obvious he was your uncle. My question was, did you bang him?
I hate it.
We don't do that on this continent between family.
We all just take 6 points of shame damage. not actually. Just
it doesn't matter because my soul is like just permanently dead.
Not according to what B says. I'm telling you, people.
Well, I don't have a good response to that. Mirt, please ignore him. And if you would like the additional help, go talk to... So
Mirt says, well, I'm going to the city council right now, and we're mobilizing against the Cobalt Towers.
All right. We might just encase a whole bunch of...
If you're going to involve Jarlaxle and the Bragandarth, who they will be good at whatever they do, I would just be very distrustful of their motives and intentions. I mean, they are murderous pirates, after all.
I'm looking for a little bit of legitimacy these days.
You didn't see this guy,
Mirt.
He was
pirates. They're murderous pirates that I'm related to now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's like their princess or something.
If you're looking for some backup, I'm just saying there's some
Yeah,
extra backup.
Well, that's something you're going to have to arrange because we have to mobilize the mages right
All
now.
right. So part of like the longest day, part 12,000.
Just booking it all over town.
Fine.
You did skip a whole chapter.
It's true. Do we want to stop there quickly, or are we going straight to the graveyard?
Let's bring everybody in on this.
Yeah, well, why don't we go to the graveyard, do this part now, and then I can send him a sending scroll later, if it's a thing.
All right, so you head into the City of the Dead.
I think it's time for the City of the Dead. Let's open this vault door.
All right, you head to the Brandath family tomb in the City of the Dead. This is a place that Amalika. I don't know how you'd feel, how much time you'd spend here, but it's essentially it's a graveyard city. It's not as ominous as it sounds. It's just a large swath of.
I mean, I like cemeteries.
Yeah, it's
as a person that's not a Malika, so I'm into this.
Before this happens, though, like, do we have time for a short rest in between?
If you want, yeah, absolutely.
Do we need one? We have everything, don't we?
Well, I could recover like a spell slot, which would be
okay.
handy.
That would be handy for you for sure.
So let's maybe like stop in for some lunch or something. Yeah,
We
Take
can
some
do that,
ammo.
and then why don't you send the message and then have them meet while we do that?
I don't know exactly what I want the Briganders to do yet. That's why I was thinking of
later as we go along.
when I have a better idea of like what help they'll provide.
Cool.
Well, you do know.
Yeah, we could have a break. Well, we go to the City of the Dead. And we'll like sit and like look around and.
Well, we're at an hour right now, so we can take a real life break. You can figure this out as you take it.
Many breaks within breaks.
So meta.
All right,
Wow.
as we come back, possibly the Vault of the Dragons is next.
Oh my.
And as we head into the break, the meta break, the break within a break, something so deep, even Christopher Nolan got a little bit wary about how many breaks we were taking. We're either violating some union laws or some laws of reality. We don't know. Inception was a confusing movie to some people. We hope everyone's been enjoying the show so far as the Trollskull Trio get closer and closer to the Vault of Dragons. We've just a couple of things to go over before we get you right back into the show. The first one, the big one, is we are getting close to the end of the season, which means if you have any questions for our roundtable, we have hopefully answers for you. So if you wish to ask us a question, just head over to Twitter at Diecast Podcast and use the hashtag Trollskull Trio. Ask us any questions you want and we'll do our best to answer them. You can also head to our Discord server with links on this post and on Twitter. And there's a little section to ask questions there as well. Just post it there and we will answer them for you and just post them on the Roundtable Show and just have a good old general fun time talking about the previous season. The second one is, of course, September is getting closer and closer. Why does time keep crawling forward? It felt like it was months and months ago, and now it's just a couple of months away. The Unconventional Gaming Convention, the gaming con for inclusivity and representation, is happening in Peterborough, September 14th. You can go to their website at uncon.ca or at their Twitter account, UnconGamingPTBO, to get all the information on times, places, location, who's running a game, what type of games are going to be there. It's going to be a rad and awesome time in their second year. You'll be find out who the vendors are to sell dice and trinkets and dice bags and whatnot. It is going to be an awesome, great time. I will be running a game this year. Brendan will be there this year as well. It will be a great fun time. We hope to see you there. There's also a brunch on Sunday that you can buy tickets for. That'll be a lot of fun as well, as everyone gets to hang out and meet and just have some cool waffles and pancakes and whatever you're into in breakfast time. And just talk Dungeons and Dragons, talk RPGs, talk gaming. Just have a great fun time. I can't recommend it enough. Ontario is awesome at the end of summer, start of fall. And Peterborough is a great place to be in September. Hope to see you there. And the final bit is, of course, our friends over I Rolled a 4 podcast. They are also running Waterdeep Dragon Heist. They are going through their campaign quite funny, quite successfully. I have been enjoying it a lot. I highly recommend you check them out. You can find them on Twitter at IRAF podcast or I Rolled a 4 podcast. Please subscribe. Please give a listen. They are giving they do their own spin on Waterdeep as most other people do. So it's a really cool story. I encourage you to check it out and, just support the gaming community in general. It is a fun, cool, awesome podcast. They are cool, awesome people. So give them some time. Give them a listen as we go into our off season. And I think that is going to be it for us this week. We'll be back live. We'll be back next week with our latest episode, potentially the last one. We're not sure yet. We're going to see how all this turns out. There's maybe 1 or 2 left in the season. So get those questions in for our roundtable in ASAP, because we don't know how much longer this is going to go, because we're winding down to the very end here. So that's it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being around us this week, and we will see you next time. Don't forget, you can find us on Twitter at Diecast Podcast, Trollskull Trio hashtag to send in your questions. You can find us on any app that plays a podcast. Again, leave a rating and review. It'll help us out a ton. You can find us on our own Discord server that we have the links for everywhere, on our own website, www.flyinglizardstudio.com, and on YouTube, Diecast Podcast. We got a lot of stuff that we're on. Please check us out. If you haven't already, please come along and join along on the journey. And I hope everyone's had a great summer so far. Find a family member, find a friend, tell them how you feel. We will see you next week. I love you all. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you next week.
Hail and well met, weary traveler. If you're looking for a tale of fantasy, adventure, and slapstick, you've come to the right place. It's called I Rolled a 4, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast made up of 4 characters. The caring elven cleric, Olivia.
Stop being empathetic towards spiders. I can't. I'm empathetic towards everything.
The steadfast half-elf paladin, Tikal.
I have a knife in my boot and precisely 972 ball bearings in my butthole.
We lost a few of those.
The aloof tiefling druid, Oriana.
Ori's gonna turn to Tikal and Canale and just say,
Don't die.
don't die.
I knew it was
Or
coming.
Don't go to jail.
Make good choices.
And the lovable half-orc rogue, Canale.
Good evening, Your Grace, or however you address kings in this land.
God, incredible.
Way to blend in.
All led by the capricious and fickle God King.
Canale and Olivia both give me Constitution contest against this weasel's strength. Which again, crazy sentence.
Hear them battle industrious kobolds, uncover ancient treasures, and save the King of Neverwinter while making one hell of a mess on their way of trying to get paid.
Because friendship was the real treasure.
And then all of a sudden,
And then I start making out. I'm just kidding.
Are you interested? Then pull up a seat at our table. There's always more room here on I Rolled a 4.
Available basically anywhere you can get podcasts. Check us out at IRAF Podcast on Twitter or on Facebook for screenshots, character art, and pictures of our pets. See you at the table.
The real treasure is the cake we ate along the way.
So, we can see you take your small rest in a small bakery or
That
delicatessen.
feels like cannibalism, given that Carl is currently a cupcake.
I'm also made of magic, so it's not really the same. I'm okay with it.
I feel
Also, if we crack this vault, I propose we eat Carl to celebrate.
Hooray!
good. I don't feel good about that.
Yeah.
I'm delicious.
I don't.
I'm not good for you, but I taste great.
30%
just-
jelly beans,
Why don't
folks.
we just buy cupcakes?
I refuse to eat any of my friends ever. And that's
Yeah.
one thing that, Yosef, I know you're from this magical cult and we should respect all cultures, but I'm really concerned about where you're from. Number one, eating your friends is not a thing that we do here on the South Coast.
Sexualizing your relatives.
Banging your relatives, number two. And also, the thing they said about murdering your parents and don't ask questions about your dead parents is also like a super red flag.
Ask questions.
Yeah, definitely ask a lot of questions because I'm pretty sure they killed your parents.
You know, my religion doesn't really have many rules, but rule number 1 is don't ask about your parents.
Well,
yeah, that's
you're in a cult.
Super
Is the second
suspicious.
rule?
They carved it on the temple.
Also, eating your friends, that's just being like environmentally responsible.
Right? See, Carl gets it. And also hear that, Carl? He called you a friend.
Oh, Carl's circle is expanding.
I mean,
First of all, yes, Carl, you're super lovely. Every morning I greet you with such a warm manner. Because I think
every morning, every 2 mornings.
the 2 mornings I've known you. I've known you for 3 days, going on 3
You've
days
actually
now.
known me less as my actual form and more in like pizza cupcake form.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
and
like
you-
the point being is like we didn't eat you as pizza, Carl.
No.
I wouldn't have minded as long as Yosef agreed to it.
Yeah, but like that's weird. One,
Yeah.
Joseph should not be any of our moral compasses, including yours. And
Well, I got to do whatever he says.
True, and understandable, but also let's just leave it at we don't want to eat Carl.
And look into the death of your parents. Number one, definitely ask about that. Okay, now let's go open this vault.
All right, so you make your way to the city of the day, which is almost kind of like Central Park, where it's all the trees are bare of their leaves. So it's this rolling hill, like tombstones and vaults and whatnot that pop up out of the ground. And it's actually got quite a fair amount of people just paying their respects to family members and friends, or people just enjoying a nice stroll through a legitimately beautiful part of Waterdeep on the east side. It's kind of like almost like a not jovial, but a happy upper atmosphere, or
Like Mount Pleasant Cemetery.
yeah, exactly. As it's easy to find your way to the Brandath family tomb, and it's kind of like the Hobbiton, where it's kind of like this tomb that's embedded into the side of a small hill, and you see like this giant oak tree that grows up. Looks like it's been growing for at least 100 years. All the leaves have gone. It's just the bare skeleton branches with a couple of other trees that kind of scatter around going down the backside of the hill, as you clearly see in like that kind of Roman column and arch and arch style. As you come up, and it says Brandath on the top of it and carved into stone.
Friends, before we open this tomb...
Oh, it's like an open door. Like you can just like walk down the steps.
Before we enter and walk down the steps into this tomb of death, what are we gonna do with the treasure?
Great question. I don't know yet.
You kind of hear the creaking of wood and wind as you look up, and you actually see the arms of the tree begin to sway. You notice they begin to sway more and kind of swing downwards. You see this kind of fade, these two eyes and this mouth appear in the trunk of the tree as this gigantic tree ant stands up, looks down at you, growling and menacing and looking kind of irritated that it's wintertime and being forced to move. And just kind of does like, leans down, and you hear like this creaking, like Brandath family members only. Do not enter.
I was a little bit sure you were going to be like, diamond in the rough. And Jafar was going to appear again.
I love that cave. That's probably our best cave culturally.
Aristotle's going to be very upset with you.
Ooh, that's a good cave.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Is your stone giving you any signals there, Joseph?
I don't know. I'm a bit annoyed. I thought we were having a moment there. Magic stone voice.
Yes, Joseph.
How do we get rid of this tree person?
Well, probably setting on fire would be the best bet.
Yeah, fair enough. Anything a bit more or a bit less conspicuous?
I'm going to say give me intelligence or history checks, because you actually asked this question beforehand for the group.
All of us?
My rolling's gone real sad.
17 for history.
17 for Yosef.
Which was provided by the stone.
No, I've gone wrong too.
Yeah.
Yosef, you remember that when you were exploring the history of the Brandath name, that Raynar Neverember is actually a Brandath.
Oh, right.
By blood, because his mom was a Brandath.
And who was that? Wait, we rescued him?
Yeah, in the very first episode.
Yeah.
He's got the smile of an angel, right?
That's his friend Flume.
That's his-
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Flume, sorry.
They mistakenly kidnapped him instead of Flume.
Right.
We're good friends with Rayna. We want to pay
Family members only. As he kind of like, not in an aggressive way, but kind of like just swings his arm down. You hear like this kind of weight of like, woo, as branches come.
Well,
Can you disguise yourself?
We're as good as family, and we have this special stone. Maybe show them the stone there, Yosef.
Look, we got this
Family
stone.
members only. I detect no brand deaths at the entrance to the tomb.
I detect a lot of sass out of you, Tree. And I'm telling you that we are famous and dangerous heroes. Or famous and dangerous criminals, depending on who you talk to.
Okay, as soon as you say criminals, you see him kind of lift one of his branchy arms into the air. As you can see, 3 trees behind him begin to animate and begin to slowly thump and walk forward.
Well, do we want to... Are we going to cheese it? Or are we just going to go get Raynar?
Yes. No, Raynar?
Yeah, he's not too far away.
Why don't we just run into the tomb?
Yeah, let's book it.
You booking it into the tomb?
Sure, I guess. That seems to be the plan
Let's see how this goes.
All right.
No.
Everyone's going to get an attack of opportunity from a treant.
Oh, no.
Can I take disengage?
You can take disengage.
Ooh.
Can we all take disengage as our action and then just move?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
We disengage. We run for it.
I feel like that's the theme. Is just like getting out of fights.
Trees can't go inside.
Well, way to jinx it.
All right, everyone comes running inside, and who's going? What's the marching order inside?
I'll take the lead.
All right, Waywalk it. As you come inside, you put your foot down on the very first step that descends inside, and you can see these runes erupt on the ground. I'm going to need everybody to give me a dexterity save, please.
Is that the D20?
Yeah, D20.
Woof, 4.
Oof.
Oh, no, I'm
not so bad.
Oh, okay. What's dexterity? 3. 19.
17 for Waywalk it.
And 4 for Yosef.
4 for Yosef.
19.
17.
Right. Once we do math, 10, 12, 16,
Oof.
21.
What?
So, Yosef, you're taking 21 fire damage.
Oh,
you're fine. You've got 12,000.
Everyone's taking
12,000.
Everyone else is taking 10
like half
fire
my
damage.
health.
And Carl is immune to fire, so I believe he's immune to fire.
Oh, probably.
10. Wait, I don't have mage armor on still, right?
No, you have to recast that.
Yeah. As you see a glyph of warding on the step go kaboom!
Ow!
Did you just say
Damn you, trees!
All right. Well, that was unpleasant. Let me take a quick snoop around for more traps.
Carl is immune to fire.
As you come in, give me a perception check.
Yeah. How about I give you an assistance on a perception check?
Sure.
Because you are better at it than I am.
Am I?
Molly.
Oh, I guess I am.
Yeah, you are, for sure.
So that's advantage, right?
Yeah.
Learning. It's near the end of the campaign, and I'm starting to learn. Oh, fuck off. 15.
15? It doesn't look like... you look around, you see that there's you're kind of like this... almost like pre-chamber. There's 4 coffins that have been that are on display. You don't see any traps. You think that the glyph of warding on that first step was probably combined with the trance is kind of like the big keep out.
Right.
Should I light this space or is it lit enough?
It's lit from the outside.
Right.
And you do notice that there's a secondary stairs that go down another level.
Okay. Well, is your stone giving you any tingle?
Stone, where do we go? And also, let us know about any traps.
Oh, I don't know about the defenses of this place. I only know the location and the keys.
All right, show us where to go.
I've shown you the location. This is where the vault is.
I think we're on our own at this point.
Fair enough. All right, let's go down slowly.
Would
carefulness.
detect
Carl?
magic work?
Oh, yes, please.
Cool. So Amalika is going to use detect magic.
Poof. As you again do that Arkham Knight detective vision. So for everybody else, it's the light kind of like dims and gets darker and darker. You've all got dark vision as you go further down. There's no lights down here, but you can see the outlines of coffins and sarcophaguses and like little statues of like who was once there. It goes kind of like in a straight line, then it dog legs off to the right. And Amalika, 2 things jump out right away to you. The first one is the wall at the far end. To Yosef and Waywalk it looks like it's like a collapsed stone wall. But to Amalika, like that's pure illusionary magic. You can also see that there is a coffin that's next to the illusory wall, and you can see it's got holes in it. The coffin itself isn't magical, but there's a bright glowing blue light coming from inside the coffin.
Yeah, that detect magic's really paying off.
Yeah.
Underrated spell.
So yeah, guys, like there's something over there. Amalika points to the back wall, and the coffin beside it, there's something glowing in it, and I think we might need to go into there somehow.
Yeah, I mean, so that rubble is an illusion?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's full of lies.
It looks great.
Yeah, good work. I mean, it makes sense that, such an upkept crypt wouldn't have such a thing, but I'm curious what's in that grave robin's not usually my style, but, a lot of today is not my style.
Yeah, the more you think about it, it's very clean. Like a dwarf would love this place. It's very clean cut, sharp corners of stone, and then kind of like this like collapsed side of the wall at the end of this hallway.
Yeah, there might be an item in there that we might need later, so I think just take a little peek.
Okay,
what kind of magic is it, do you think?
Oh, I don't know.
You can't tell from the thing. You can only see the glow of it. You can't see what type of magic it is.
Fair enough.
Can I apply a healing hand to myself?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But what's the difference between my healing hands and my healing lights?
I believe
one is a racial feature. The healing hands is a racial feature that you get recharged after a long rest, and I believe you get as many hit points as your level is.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So you get 5 hit points back from your healing hands. Your healing light is that pool of d6s that you have. Mm-hmm. You have 6 of those right now.
And how many healing hands do I have? Still my original 2?
Healing hands, no. You just have you have 5 points of healing that you can cast on.
Yeah, so you can do like 1, you can do 4, you can do like 2 and 3.
Yeah, or actually maybe it might just be that it's one touch and you just get all 5. I think it might be that.
We'll check.
I'm going to do that now.
Yeah, you might as well. That's a totally good heal to do now.
Yeah. And as you get closer to the coffin with the holes in it, you can do notice like it's kind of like there's something inside kind of like shaking and vibrating. You know, it's like all the other coffins have dust on them, but the dust on this coffin hasn't had a chance to settle yet. It looks like it's kind of like bumping and thumping around a little bit.
Something is in there.
Yes.
So is it?
I think like
it could be trapped. Hello there, being.
Can I cast dispel magic on an object? If there's like anything like on the coffin?
The coffin didn't register as magical.
So it's something that's inside.
Right.
Yeah, you could if you wanted to cast dispel magic on.
Can we open the coffin and just see whatever it is?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to.
Any thoughts from the stone?
The stone says, I can tell you that this is the coffin of because it loves knowledge. Uld Brandath. He was an ancient and well-respected magistrate in Waterdeep, was quite the well-loved judge, giving out fair and distinct orders and punishments to criminals and upholding law and order inside the city.
I'm more concerned about the holes that are in this coffin, like something was in there.
Like it's it could be air holes. Yeah.
Oh, give me an investigation.
Ooh, I didn't do that. Fuck.
Oh
me.
no!
It's a 9 altogether.
The best you can tell is that they're not air holes. It looks like the holes were at least made from something going out to the inside.
Yeah, this could be just a spike trap. Could be. I'm worried that you said he's a fair judge. He might. I don't think he would look kindly on Grave Robber, but I'm worried that there might be something. You know what? I don't know. What do you think, Amalika? I'm thinking that we maybe just go down the illusionary hallway. That seems less like.
It's right beside the wall, right? Like the coffin's right beside the. So, like, you would think that the two things that are glowing and like standing out would maybe be related somehow.
Sounds like I get to be tie flipper, and I'm gonna rip the the casket lid off.
As you rip the casket lid off, you can see this skeleton with very Amalika. You recognize the robes? It's like like someone's seen clothing from like the 1800s, where it's like you recognize them as judge clothes, but like they're old, not in style anymore, judge clothes. And you can see that with your detect magic, he's wearing a band around his head that's glowing with abjuration magic quite brightly. And you notice that there's 4 sets of hands. Each hand has kind of like a shackle that looks like it's been broken off. One has a knife. 2 are choking out the throat, and the other kind are just like constantly punching and scraping and digging in at the corpse. And we're now going to roll initiative as you see they kind of like turn around with their hands and leap out at everybody else.
Hands!
I have regrets.
This is exactly what I was worried about.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Okay, Carl
What's
first.
initiative?
That's plus your dexterity.
Wait.
Yeah, 3. Yeah,
9.
1 second.
Carl rolled an 8, and I rolled a 7.
Yeah, he'll need a second on that.
These are... There they are.
Oh, jeez.
Horrible hands. So there's 5 hands?
There's 8 hands.
Oh,
Jesus.
no. Well,
all right.
I have an idea of what I'm going to use right off the
Waywocket. What did you get?
I got a 15.
15 for Waywocket. Amalika.
Oh, fuck. 9.
Oh, no.
Wait, what? Yeah, that was the rule there, right?
Yeah.
Why are you saying no already?
That's very low.
An 8 for Carl, and a 7 for Yosef.
Oh, no.
It made me worried.
It means that they're going first.
Oh.
And they maybe hit very hard.
Oh, no.
So there's 3 of you, so everyone's going to get 2 attacks, and then I'll divvy up the last one.
All right.
So against let's just go around the corner. So you see 2 hands crawl out, and you actually notice that these 2 sets of hands are all actually attached. They're shackle chains. It looks like whoever had these hands were handcuffed and shackled when they died.
But do the hands have weapons?
One does. That is a
He's their
8
leader.
and a 12 versus your AC Waywocket.
Those are both misses.
Against Amalika is a 13 and a natural 1.
I'm 13 for AC.
So that's 1 hit. Yeah.
Did my AC go up when we went up to level 5?
Sadly, no.
Oh, I'm pretty weak.
Malika, this is going to scratch at your face for 2 points of slashing.
No.
It's not so bad.
And against Yosef is, oh my goodness, that's a 21 and a 20.
Oh, yeah, those are both clearly hits.
It's almost a
healed
natural.
yourself.
Yeah. For a 3 and a 2, so 5 points of slashing damage.
Well, there goes those hit points you got back.
Yeah.
And we'll say 1 against Waywocket, 1 against Yosef. That is a 16 versus Waywocket.
That is a push.
Ooh, and against Yosef is an 11.
That's a push 2, right?
Yeah, which it counts as a hit, though, sadly.
So 2 points against Waywocket.
That's 1 point I'll use on Canny Dodge.
And 2 points versus Yosef. You see like these hands just fly out.
Awful.
Waywocket, you are next.
Gosh darn it. I assume I have sneak attack as all my allies are adjacent to me. Yeah. I will slash at my rapier, pull it out, and slash with the hands. It is a 17 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yeah, I thought it might be. That is 5, 10, 15, 18 plus 7, so 25 damages.
That is 22 over its hit point limit.
Yeah.
As you just skewer this hand in the air as it goes up for another like Evil Dead type of snatch at your face, you just skewer it right through the palm.
Could I
bonus action?
Bonus action dagger?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I'm standing here.
So close, but not quite. It is only a so much to hit. It's like a 25 to hit.
That's super hit.
It's just a D4 though. No strength.
You can use your dexterity on a dagger.
But I don't have double hand fighting.
That's only on the offhand attack. You can still use your finesse to do it.
I think it's only because I don't have 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So it's 3 points of damage.
You skewer through with it. You just slash away as the other hand tries to jump at you. And two shackled hands drop to the ground.
Yeah. They have very little hit points.
Amalika, it is your go.
Oh, so these aren't so bad.
No, and there's 6 left.
These are so bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. I feel like I haven't used any cantrips for a while. These only do I can only aim at 1, right?
Yeah, unless you have a burst thing.
I don't think I do.
It's ironic that you got rid of Magic Missile earlier in the day.
Yeah, that is funny.
Well, I have the wand of magic.
Oh yeah, you
missile.
could try wanding a magic missiling it.
Let's try this bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this. So Amalika is going to take out her duct taped wand and just kind of wave it at them and just
All right, so I need you to roll me, take any dice. I'll say evens exceeds, odds it fails. So just roll a dice and evens. Any dice. Because it's a 50% chance.
50-50 either way.
Yeah, no matter what.
No.
You want an even number.
No!
You see Amalika wave the on and just...
Stupid. Does that count as a...
No charges that could expanded.
Stupid, cracked wand piece of butt.
Carl.
I'm going to have Carl attempt to grab the chain of that's connecting two of the hands.
Mm-hmm. And so you give the assist action on you.
Okay. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
You get 2 Eldritch back with advantage.
Nice. Oh, with advantage.
Wait, I guess one hand?
Yeah,
advantage?
we'll say one hand gets
Yeah.
it. So the first hit, you get advantage on this one.
Okay. That is a 20. Yeah, it's a 23.
That's a hit. As you see Carl kind of swinging around and then tosses it in the air and it's kind of skeet shooting. You see the clay pigeon bang.
Kablamo.
D10.
Mm-hmm. It is it's a 14.
14. Yeah. You see that hand just explode into shards of meat, just explodes. Roll your second one. No disadvantage on this one.
No advantage. Okay, that's a 14.
That's a hit.
Also a 14.
And again, that's just the same one as Carl swings around the chain on the other one. Just the hand explodes again.
Did you see that, guys? I hit the thing I was aiming for.
Yeah.
Heroes.
So you're half done the hits.
Uh-huh.
The claws go again at the top of the order. 2 are going to attack on Amalika again because you didn't get rid of yours. That is an 11 and a 10 versus your AC.
I had 13.
And you see them. You see Amalika dodge out of the way as they slash away. And we'll say 1 on Yosef and 1 on Waywocket. 19 on Waywocket.
That is a hit. I will not waste a spell slot.
And a 15 on Yosef.
Yep.
All right. On Waywocket, you're taking 3 slashing damage this time.
So I guess it's half rounded.
Down or up, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll take 2 points.
Oh, sorry. No, it's always down unless it specifically says. It's always down.
1. So yeah, 18. All right, sweet.
And against Yosef, another 2.
You
see these little hands flying around.
Yeah, dodging them out of the way.
Matrix style.
Waywocket, it is your go again.
Stupid hands. You're not doing anything for nobody. Oh, no. Well, maybe I'll still hit. It's a 12 to
That's
hit.
a push.
Wow.
So I can only miss on a 1.
Oh, no. Way to jinx it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can miss on my other one easier. This is gonna be hell spells damage. It's already 9, and I rolled one on the die.
You slice it, you just bisect it right between its index finger, its ring finger.
Ugh,
gross. And then I'll offhand attack with the dagger again. Super hits above 25.
Yep.
And just a D4. It's 4.
And you slice through the other one in one fluid motion as well. There's
Take that hand, so grabby.
2 hands left, and they're on Amalika. It is your turn, Amalika.
Well, I really want this stupid magic missile wand to work, and now I'm just determined, but I feel like this is all going to go very badly, but let's...
You have as good a shot as you
it.
did last time.
It's still a coin flip.
So even numbers, we're going to
even
do.
sets
success,
it up.
Da, 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 da.
Oh my god.
Literally a 13
The
again!
same number, folks at home.
You see Amalika I got it this time, and then just
We should have just been like odd numbers this time.
I think it's broken, Amalika.
You see the magic charge through the wand, and right as it gets to the broken part, it's kind of like these little electronic charges that spark off at the side.
I thought you had a good new one.
This one was more fun.
Good point.
It is Carl's turn.
Carl will do the same maneuver he did before, pulling the chain back.
Grabs the chains. Amalika, you see the two hands come flying off of you and go swinging in the air. So advantage on your first shot, Yosef.
Okay. Ooh, really could have used that advantage too. It is a 21.
That is a hit. I'm pretty sure you're going to make meat chunks out of this thing.
It is a 6.
6. Again, it explodes. Actually, Amalika, give me a dexterity save real quick.
No.
It's going to be a 13, I bet.
Could you...
Nope.
No, it is on though.
I could have used it that time. Plus my dex 8.
In total?
Yeah.
You get showered by crawling claw meat chunks.
Sorry, Amalga.
Oh, gross.
As you see the second hand get flung into the air by Carl on the backswing. Just a regular attack roll.
Okay, that's still a 16.
That's still a hit.
And it is a 7 that time.
7, it explodes. Well, it's a bit further away, so you have to make a dexterity save, but you've cleared out the crawling claws.
That's why you don't grave rob from the righteous.
We've learned a valuable lesson. But why don't we rob this tomb for valuables?
Yeah.
I mean, we earned it.
I'm just going to take a hot second here and just like, oof.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
You see the meat chunks go flying off of Amalika, splatter against the side of the wall.
Watch out for your tiny friend Waywalking.
You're fine.
You do notice that some of them pass right through the wall.
Yeah, well, that's still good.
Ghost chunks.
Illusion.
Is there anything else in this tomb here?
Well, there's the headband thing,
Just
right?
the headband.
The glowing headband.
Still glowing.
Still glowing, but now there's no longer hands around
There's
it.
no more hands around it.
I'll pick up the headband.
Magic stone? Any information
I'll
about...
use... actually, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's ask the stone. Any information about this headband?
I do not know. Sorry.
It doesn't matter.
I'm curious to know what you discover about it, though.
I'm going to use my mage hand to pick it up.
Comes off very easily. The skull just kind of like detaches from the spine and rolls to the side.
Sorry, Judgy.
And I'll bring it closer to my hand. I assume this is the magic that Malika saw earlier.
It doesn't glow up for you. It just looks like a regular kind of like dusty beige headband.
It's a bit passé.
Yeah, a little bit old fashioned. I think I have an idea of what this is.
You can only find out if you tune to it.
Yeah, I think this is an item actually for you, Malika.
Oh no!
You were the one who wanted to do this. I mean, Yosef, you could also take it. You're the one who.
Well, what do you think it is?
I'm attuned to the stone. I'm going to share it around.
All right. Give me.
Yeah, I think it's probably. I saw one of these in my uncle's shop one time. It's a headband of intellect.
I could use that.
Yeah, it also could be a tiara of headaches. I don't know.
Well,
If you spend an hour tuning to it, you can.
But it can also be cursed, right?
It could be.
It could also be cursed, for sure.
Well, I'm not sure if we have an hour.
Yeah, I don't know if we
Yeah,
have
we'll just put it in
the inventory for now.
Yeah.
And then,
Healing light, anybody? Anyone need some healing light?
Well, if you
I'm
take a
at
short rest, you
20.
can use your hit dice as well.
yeah.
What do you mean?
We just had a rest, though.
What are you at, though?
Yeah,
I'm
we
at
better
21.
pass on.
I'm at 18 hit points. So I'm down 12 from my max.
Okay.
I would say, let's say press one more room, and then we'll maybe see about a break.
Well, I'll shoot you a healing light anyway, because they're going to come back.
Well, the healing lights only come back after a long rest.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well,
I
up
don't
to
know.
you.
I think
I would say wait for a little bit, because, those are like emergency guys.
I also think I have healing potions somewhere.
Yeah,
still.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
do
yeah.
have potions.
You should have like a ton of healing.
I
I have 4 potions of healing. I'm going to drink one
me
of those.
too.
I have 3.
Okay, yeah. We're fine. Let's go.
I will drink my potion of
So
healing.
it's I believe that's either 4d4 or 2d4.
We were. I think you rolled 2d4 plus 4.
It's 4d4 plus 4. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
4d4.
because the ones that
Plus
the black
4?
staff give you were the good ones.
Okay, so far it is 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. 18 plus 13 brings me
21?
no 31.
31.
Yeah,
I guess I could just use that too. But...
Yeah, if you want.
pretty refreshing.
All right, if we're all drinking a potion now, I feel like I'm left out.
Yeah, let's do it. So 4. So, okay. 4 and 5, 9.
Plus 4.
13.
I'm back up at 30, and I have now 2 potions of healing.
That is 34, but that's so I just go to my max, right?
Yeah.
All right, through the illusion wall.
As you head through the illusion wall, you see these beautifully cut stone stairs lead downwards, and it leads down about like a good 10, 15 seconds of walking before you notice like these fire braziers begin to light up on either side of you, and they kind of match your pace going down the stairs. Because like boom, 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 as you see this rough cut stone and these 2 massive adamantine doors that have this carving of like these dwarves working on anvils, and all their hammers are raised in the air. As you hear the Stone of Galore say to you, Joseph, "Welcome to the Vault of the Dragons. Please present your keys." And you see a little spot on the ground, like a little circle. It's kind of like big enough for someone just to stand inside of it.
Okay. I will gather the items and stand inside the circle and just kind of do a little bow.
So you got your paperclip, your beholder plushie, and your severed skeletal drow hand.
Yep.
Just the way you said that makes me feel like the paperclip is like a MacGuffin.
Oh, they're all MacGuffins.
Yeah, so I just sort of like do a little bow and say like, "Hello, ancient spirits. I'm sure you heard of us. We're the Trollskull Trio, and we're here to, I'm just gonna go say, plunder this tomb."
You see the eyes on the dwarven carvings in the door light up blue.
Ooh,
As
classy.
you see, one of the hammers comes down and goes ka-choom. You actually hear kind of like this metallic reverb sound echo out through the tunnel. You see the second one come hammering down on its anvil, ka-choom, as you see like little bits of rock and dust come down, and the third one, ka-choom, also as all 3 hammers come down the anvil. You hear kind of this slow grinding of metal on stone as the 2 adamantine doors slide open.
So dramatic. Thank you.
Yeah, very dramatic. Those Never members really have a flair.
On the inside, you notice that these sconces in the side of the wall begin to light up, but you notice it's a massive structure on the inside. That the lights give you dim light, but you've all got dark vision, so you're fine, but it wouldn't be like a bright light. And the first thing you can see is that perfectly lined up in front of you are 3 stone columns that lead about 60 feet up. You can see kind of like these broken stone bridges above you. And as you look around this vault, about every 10 feet or so, there's a set of double adamantine doors with carvings of dwarves and various kind of like blacksmithing and mining positions on the door.
I was really kind of expecting just a big pit.
Just treasure.
Just a pit
when
of treasure.
do we get to the treasure?
You do look up and you notice that you've probably gone down a fair bit. You've got about 100 feet worth of space between the floor and the ceiling above you. And there's 3 stone bridges that go over top.
They're above us. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we do like a check for like a perception check around us for like Manshoon or anything like that? Because it keeps like invisible.
You'd have to have see invisible to do that. You do a survival check more because that's tracking tracks.
We might as well look for traps anyway.
Yeah,
this place has been lousy with traps.
All of us then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And Carl.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
Ooh, I got a 17, so that's an 18 for me.
22 on perception for
perfect.
Oh wait, was it perception?
Perception or investigation?
Oh, investigation. Well, if it's investigation, then it's 27.
Yeah, so for me with perception, it would be 21.
Carl rolled a 17.
All right, everyone's got super high perception investigation rolls. So as you go around, the first thing you see is that the columns that support the bridges look there's like loose stone that's fallen around them. They're not trapped, but they don't look steady to a normal person. You think anything above like anywhere between 150 to 200 pounds would probably do some serious damage climbing on these columns. You go around and look at all the adamantine doors, and for people who are in the know, that adamantine is a very solid dense magical material. It's almost indestructible.
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely keep thinking of Wolverine.
Yeah,
so-
of course.
It's kind of the same thing.
Very natural.
But you do notice that the doors are locked, but you take, say a good 45 minutes of going around to each set of doors. None of them seem to be trapped, but they all seem to be locked.
More keys. What is the stone? You got any stone tangles?
Stone. Thoughts.
You are in the Vault of the Dragons.
We knew that stone.
The locks do look pickable though.
And we weren't able to see any tracks like around us or anything.
That would be a survival check.
Oh, right.
Okay. Here, I'll do a quick survival. Probably not. It's a 5.
It's a stone floor everywhere you go, so it's going to be
oh.
hard to see if any.
Fair enough. What about your magic eyes? They seen anything cool here?
Detect magic.
Detect magic. Adamantine is also known for its anti-magic qualities and properties.
Oh, man.
So it's kind of like that detective vision, but like these black voids where the doors
Oh.
are.
Is there anything else if Amalika looks around that she can see?
Not that you can see, no.
All right. Well, let's try getting into one of these doors here.
So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sets of doors. Okay. 6 on the west side, 6 on the east side. And we'll say like there's northwest, northeast, southeast, and southwest.
I have a good feeling about door number 1.
It's like right next to the entrance to the vault doors.
Yeah, I mean, why put it further away than you need to? So they're all just actually before I do that one. So they're dwarves with various
like
poses,
like in blacksmithing, weaponsmithing, armor smithing, and mining. The stone actually does inform me. Like, do you wish the doors to remain open or closed, Joseph?
Open, obviously.
Very well, they will remain open.
Wait. Number 1 first.
The door is locked. They look like pull doors.
Wait, the door you open the door with the stone?
The stone just said the door is open.
The vault doors are open.
Oh, so people can come in behind us.
Oh, so maybe we should close that.
Might as well close them, Stone.
Wait, can we get back out again?
You have control. You have all 3 keys. As long as you have 3 keys, you may control the open or close status of the door.
Well, let's make sure we have those keys in a secure satchel. And then close the doors.
As metal grinds on stone and ka-toom. You do notice as the door closes, the sconces die down in light. And it's completely pitch black in here now.
Can we still see?
You can still see, but any visual checks are made at disadvantage because of your dark vision.
Well, I might as well throw up a light.
Boom.
Well, all right, thanks for that. All right, let's try picking this here lock.
Give me a lockpick check.
All right, so my cast a mage hand and the
you saw
tools.
They weren't trapped at all.
Okay, well, you never know.
Or you detected no traps, I guess is the proper term.
Detect no traps.
I got this class feature. Might as well use it. I'm standing as far away as I can in 30-ish feet. Yes, it's 26.
You 26. You put in very simple locks. You think are not simple, but like not complicated locks, and you unlock the door.
Ah, there we go. Now I'm getting the feel back. All right, let's see if we get riches.
They're actually pull doors.
You
pull them open, and you see a solid stone wall with the same carvings of the dwarves in their same positions, but kind of frowny faces on them.
Ah, gosh darn it.
Do we have to do this with all the doors?
Well, I've got a good feeling about number 12.
Number 12 is exactly on the opposite side of number 1.
Well, that works. I mean, we're like...
Yeah, I guess while we're here, I'll try picking this lock.
You're really caring.
Oh, no.
This.
It's a 16.
Click. You unlock the door again.
Pull
open. It's like kind of like a blacksmithing image on the door. As you open it up, again, a solid wall with the same blacksmith with kind of like frowny faces on their dwarven faces.
Why would you give us a vault and then put 10 million doors in here and have most of them not have anything in it? This is a waste of time.
You actually hear in your head from the stone, Amalika, and probably the first time you're hearing that, this is a passive defense of the vault.
Oh. Okay. Well,
it's a boy to death.
Actually, in your head, Waywalk said, it's actually to alert anyone if there are intruders inside the vault and to delay time for the proper authorities to arrive.
Yeah. Has that happened right now?
You have the keys, so there was no forced entry into the vault.
Gotcha.
But then why wouldn't you just open the door that's good?
Proper authorities, and well, I guess also Raynard's very far away, or not Raynard, other never member, the exiled one.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, let's take let's go other side of the wall. Let's go up 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, it's like in the northwest corner, and you notice it's dwarves like mining away at some stone.
Yeah, mining money. I like this. Let's try it. It's time for our 1, 2, 3 lock picking. Maybe not. It's 13 that time.
13. This one has similar features to previous locks, so it doesn't quite unlock for you.
It's a little trickier. I'm thinking maybe this is the one. Let me just a little. I spit on spit on my lockpick, and I'll try one more time. 14.
14. It's probably that wad of spit on your lockpick that kind of disrupts things a little bit as you feel it just kind of jams up in there. Give me, on this door specifically, give me either an investigation or a perception check.
I'll definitely give investigation. There we go. 26.
You feel like you can feel kind of like a slight breeze coming from underneath the door.
Oh, I think this is definitely it. Yeah, you feel that? You feel that breeze? There's something behind here.
I mean, it's adamantine.
Yeah,
the proper term is adamantine.
I don't think we can blast our way through this.
You can try, but it's exceptionally difficult.
Yeah, no. All right. Is it it's a disadvantage to try now? Like a way that
and like it's immune to like all magic, so you literally have to like hammer through the door.
Ooh. Well, this is up to you.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm just trying to, just gotta try this one more time.
How do we open these doors legit like then?
You have to have the keys.
Stone, how did the judge used to open these doors?
Oh, this vault was built after the judge passed away.
How did anyone open these doors?
I believe if you knew the magical phrase to open the door.
Okay, so John mentioned that the spell Legend Lore is a part of this thing. If you Legend Lore this door, you might be able to learn the password.
Okay.
Do you wish to have the Stone of Golor cast Legend Lore?
How many times can he do that?
I believe he has 3 charges and recharges 1d3 every morning.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
The Stone of Golor, but you see all the eyes open up, and the Stone of Golor was like much like the clone you saw back in the Growlhound Villa, except it's like slick and kind of like a smaller football. So all the eyes kind of like glow like the sickly yellow. And it says, Dagald Neverember built the vault to keep his gold hoard safe. The key to the phrase to open any of the doors is Draconic Azam.
Door Draconic Azam. This being the door where the breeze was coming from.
The door does not open.
Azam.
The door then opens. Poop, opens outwards.
Why did it open for you?
Because I think Draconic is the language.
Oh.
You see it opens up in kind of like this back chamber, and you actually see the sconces light up at the use of the password. And you see all the sconces in the vault light up as well. So you have like this dim light, but you've still got the bright light from Yosef. As you see, there's a set of stairs that lead in kind of like around like the square room that kind of lead its way up. And on the wall, you can see this beautiful mural. It's this epic battle scene between dwarves and goblins of dwarven cannons and catapults and warriors and griffin riders fighting like these terrible hordes of green goblins that have like arrows and wooden shields. And it looks like the dwarves are just laying waste to this army. It looks incredibly beautiful as you walk into this room. I'm going to need everybody to give me a wisdom save, please.
Oh, no.
Even including Carl as well.
8 for Carl.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
16.
Oh, it's just a magical effect.
This is a magical effect.
Yes, I get advantage on this because I'm a gnome.
And 16 for me.
Yeah, not much better. That's a 10 in total.
I'm going to check to see if Carl's immune to charm real quick.
Oh, I can look that up.
Oh,
got the sheet on
I
Carl. No,
have-
he's immune to fire and poison.
I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed.
Yes.
Sure do. So yeah, roll another die.
Can't remember if I put it on Carl's thing.
Immune
I
to fire
remembered
and
something.
poison.
Nice work.
Nice
work.
Oh, well, fuck that dice.
So we
Sometimes
got
advantage is not advantage.
so we got
I got a 10 in total.
got a 10 in total.
16.
16?
16.
16 and Carl
8.
8. Carl and Waywocket, you are entranced by this mural. This is the most beautiful thing you've ever
Can
seen.
you believe this? Just the pure energy of this tableau. Oh my gosh, I could just sit here for the rest of my natural life and yours.
In fact,
Amalika.
that's the effect of the charm spell, is that you refuse to leave this room and just want to sit and look at this.
Yeah.
Waywocket,
Oh my
the
God.
treasure?
What?
Stay on mission?
What possible treasure could be better than this painting? Oh my gosh, Yosef. It's so beautiful.
I'm stumped, Amalika. I had no idea he was so into dwarves.
And Carl was like, no, he's right, boss. This thing is beautiful.
Yeah, I sit down cross-legged, just staring at this thing. Oh my God, Carl, you see it too, don't you, buddy?
It's something only educated people can
I
understand.
know.
You're a cupcake.
You've been my favorite since the beginning.
Hey,
You see, them,
Carl.
he kind of reaches out, but they don't break eye contact with the mural. And they just kind of
Touching hands.
what is it?
Touching jelly beans.
Yes.
Can I use Dispel Magic?
Absolutely. What do you want to use it on?
Can I use it on the mural?
Yes. So the way the mechanic works for this is you're going to roll a d20 and add your spell casting modifier. So that's your charisma score. Because it is a magical item.
We could also destroy the mural.
Charismatic? Oh, I'm very charismatic. Let's hope this is not shitty. Although I'm not
If you-
so confident.
If you're feeling worried, you can use inspiration if you want.
That's true.
You probably
I
have
do
at least
have-
one.
I have 3 inspirations still.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. Now it's going to be like double ones or something. Oh, it's like 9 plus 15 for 15.
15. You see a monk kind of describe how your magical effects dispel or try to attempt to dispel this this mural.
So Amalika just like puts her hands out in front of her and kind of pushes them apart, like she's kind of trying to wipe it away.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just kind of looking forward and scrunching her eyes and just kind of just like spreading her arms to hopefully clear the magic.
You see kind of like this pale blue magic with like a bit of like shadow wispiness come up, and it kind of like almost like a washcloth going over the mural. Not even the full mural, just like a section of it. As you see kind of like the brightness and the colors just like dim a little bit, and Waywocket and Carl kind of like blink and they're like, oh,
What?
what were we? What was so big about this mural again?
Yeah, it's like lost its appeal to me somehow.
Yeah. And
What?
apparently he's your favorite?
What?
Carl?
Well, everyone loves cupcakes.
I mean,
yeah, but like more than Fablin.
I didn't say that.
It was implied. It was implied. Yes, it was implied.
He said you were the favorite from the beginning, which is
Yeah.
weird because we've only picked him up a couple days ago.
Look, I may have been charmed by this mediocre painting at best, and it was a special place. We were connecting on a level that few people ever have.
We did make a bond.
Yeah, I mean, but it's kind of, I don't know, it feels alien to me now. I don't really understand what I saw in this thing or why I saw it. You know, you can't get mad at some of what they say while they're charmed. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. But you did also say that you no longer cared about the treasure, so I guess you'll be forsaking your share.
No, that's what I'm just saying. You
Carl,
can't.
down the hallway. Let's go.
Like, all right, so you go winding up the hallway. As you come up and you see that there's 2 ledges on either side of the vault that you look down upon, and you can see 3 crumbling bridges that come across. And as you look across, you see light sconces light up again, and you also see adamantine doors at like these little alcoves on the far side of these 3 crumbling bridges. And you also see, as I read this and make sure I got it all right. And you notice that there is a mosaic on the wall that goes all the way down this massive hallway. Essentially, it's the length of the vault. And it is You notice that it is a depiction of a giant dwarf hammering away at weapons and metal at a blacksmith. And that where the anvil is, the black anvil is, there's like a bit of a crack in the facade as well.
Yeah. Hey, Warlock, I didn't know that the Never members were so into dwarves. And the thing. Anyway, Azam.
You are you have to cross the bridge to say it too. And you do notice that the northernmost bridge looks mostly intact. The middle bridge has about a 10-foot gap between the two the two areas, and the southernmost bridge looks the most intact. And you do take an estimate that you're about 60 feet above the vault floor.
I have a better idea. Carl, fly across each of these bridges, say Azam to each of these doors, and we'll see what we see.
Oh, sure thing. So which one do you want me to start? Top one, middle one, or bottom one?
Top one.
Top one. He flies over. He says, Azam! And you see the doors open up. Where are you all standing, by the way?
I guess in the mid. I guess like, can we line up to like across from it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I guess let's line up so that we can see as much as we can see.
Perfect. He says Azam, and he says, okay, there is a 10-foot tall statue in here. It's looks like a dwarf wielding a battle axe, and there's like an adamantine trap door with like a ring on the bottom of it. Kind of like remember Trollskull Manor that leads down to the basement? Looks like that.
Yeah.
But made of adamantine.
Seems promising, Carl, but go down to the middle door and do that Shazam or whatever that was.
You see him fly over.
Azam.
Yeah. You see him fly over and say, Azam, as you see the doors open up. And that's when you hear like this bubbling and gurgling sound as from the crack behind you in the facade, you see like this black ooze come pouring out from the anvil. And I'm going to call a quick pause. Is going to drop a battle map as Black Ooze is now going to assault the party.
No!
Black Ooze!
We are back as we roll up initiative.
Should have just gone through the door.
Well, you never know.
It's true.
It could have been an ooze that killed Carl.
Oh, no.
It's true. Waywalker, what'd you get on your...
I got 22.
Oh, I have not rolled anything yet. Sorry. I don't want this dice. It's wronged me. This one's also wronged me. And plus initiative, right?
Yes.
8.
Do I roll for Carl?
Yes, please.
Carl's got a 4.
No.
He was a bit distracted.
I think actually Carl has a dexterity score, though.
Oh, of course. In that case, Carl has a 7.
Boom.
And I got a 9.
Carl. We have a 987. And Yosef.
Wait, what?
And it's Yosef, Amalika, Carl, all like back.
Oh.
Waywalker, you got the highest by a lot.
Yeah,
you get
I
to
can
go
imagine.
first.
Don't let the ooze touch you. They're very gross. I will. I'm actually Malika is technically next to him right now.
Yes, he is large.
Is he gonna damage my super magical sword?
Only one way to find out.
I don't like that way.
It's kind of just like, it's almost like an oil sludge. It's kind of like stands up. And it's got about like, it's not humanoid, but you see like it's just like dripping off like little bits, and it's kind of like little bits of like vapor and steam or some type of smoke hits as it hits the stone floor beneath it.
Okay, so it doesn't look corrosive.
Oh, it definitely does look corrosive.
Oh, it's corrosive?
Just that stone doesn't really do anything with acid.
Fair enough. Yeah, all right. In that case, let's back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll pull out my short bow and give it an attack. It is a 22 to hit.
That is a hit.
So that's 4d6 damages. 9, 10, 17 plus 5 is 22 damages.
Ooh. You see the air come in, and you hear like this low gutter, like as you see the crossbow bolt go and get dissolved into the acid. But it took a palpable hit.
Yeah, use your magics, not your items. Get away from him. I don't think I could do much with a bonus action. Actually, with a no.
There's not a lot of places to hide up here.
No. No, I'll just, I'll move back another 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm off the map.
All right, the black ooze is going to, Malika's the closest, so it's going to try and give her a smack with a acidic tendril.
Ugh.
I don't want this.
Right in the face.
That is a 19 versus AC.
Yeah, I'm at 13.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you should have maybe mage armored between these things, but too late.
That is 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, but here comes the acid.
Yep. This one's going to hurt a little bit. Oh, not too bad. That's 10.
I swear to God, if you say like 29.
12 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Woohoo! That's still.
It comes down like, psh. Are you wearing any armor?
Not yet.
Okay, you're fine.
And
that is its go.
Okay.
Yosef, you are next.
All right, Yosef
Wait, wasn't
will...
I next?
No, the black ooze, Yosef, and Malika.
How was I last?
Carl's last, actually.
Didn't I roll higher than you though? Whatever, it's fine.
I definitely. Yosef rolled a 9.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you rolled. Yeah, I rolled an 8. Yeah.
Carl rolled a 7. Yeah.
Okay.
So Yosef.
I will back up to where Waywalk it is.
Sure.
I think you get quite that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get this far.
Oh,
perfect.
Okay.
I moved and dashed.
And now for the first time, I will perform Toll the Dead.
Nice.
Ooh, so wisdom save. Oh.
Hopefully this thing isn't wise.
It is super not wise. What's your spell save DC?
It is 16.
Well, it rolled a 17, but it has a minus, so it's a 15 now. So
Sweet.
Oh, lucky.
Takes 2d12 necrotic damage.
Give me these d12s. Oh, no, wait.
It's the one that's showing the 7 on the top. There you go. Yeah.
Spiky d12 damage.
Its blood boils as steam begins to rise from it. And it stinks. It is in total a 16.
Ooh, that's
very solid.
That's a solid hit. You've actually bloodied it with that hit, as you see kind of like this necrotic essence and steam kind of bubble out. Like it's the black ooze just begins to bubble from the inside. You hear more like
cover your nose, Amalika.
It stinks. Awful bad. Amalika, it is your turn right now.
I'm gonna move back as far as I can too.
It will take an attack of opportunity if you move back.
Oh, can I?
Why didn't it
that
do
way
that
though?
against me?
I think you were one further away from it.
You're out of range of it.
Can't I go the other way then?
You can. So we've many options, of course.
Yeah.
But if you move away from it at all, it will take a swipe at you. But if you take the disengage action, it won't get that attack. So you can disengage as the action, then you'd kind of be stuck.
You could bonus action drink another potion if you wanted to.
Yeah, that would be a bonus. Or you could also just like stand where you are and like hit it with something.
Yeah,
like
maybe I'll just like use the wand of lightning bolts because this magic missile shit will not do right now.
yeah, for sure. And the lightning bolt would definitely, almost certainly hit a ooze, which has low dexterity.
Yeah. So Amalika is done with this oozing shit and pulls out the wand of lightning bolt because the cracked wand of magic missiles ain't shit.
No.
And just kind of just like
kablamo.
Yeah. Kablamo's like your like thing for tonight, isn't it?
Roll me up your damage, please.
Kablamo.
Is that wait, these 6?
Yeah, 8d6.
8.
There should be enough.
Sweet.
Yeah. Wee die.
Lightnings. Oh wow.
Let's see.
A couple 1, 6,
You
and
cream that thing.
8, 10, 16, 20, 23.
Perfect.
Eat my farts.
Such a valiant call.
Your
lightning farts.
Lightning farts.
It's all about the gas tonight.
Good one, Malika.
You see the lightning come off of Malika's wand, and it pierces right through the ooze. And you hear it go like, as you kind of like the sucking sound, and you notice like the static charge that the lightning's pulling off. It's actually being sucked into the ooze, and that little circle, that little hole that you put into it, begins to grow and grow and grow. And you get the feeling it didn't take any damage at all, and it splits into two.
Oh,
Miles!
fuck.
Wow.
What's happened?
I don't know. What the heck?
Oh,
Gets a little smaller.
no.
Well, it would.
Well, I hate this.
What? Run away.
Yeah, can I jump back at all, or like?
You can, but you would take an attack of opportunity from the ooze that's closest to you. Or you can stay there if you want.
Well, I don't want that. Clearly. But I also don't want to be hit with stuff.
Well, there's two oozes now that can now hit twice.
I don't know if that was because of the magic or because this is what happens when it dies. Although I don't know, maybe you killed it.
Oh no, it's still quite active.
Well, I mean, like hit the 0 and then it splits into 2 as its like death status.
I'll say Amal could give me a bonus, or just like a free Arcana check.
Oh, nice.
16.
Yeah, you get the feeling that this lightning charge energy did something to the ooze, kind of made it react in a different way.
Well, fuck.
Maybe try something not lightning.
Well, you live, you learn.
Yeah.
You still have a move and a bonus action
let's
left. So you can either like move and try and chance a hit, or you can just chug a potion if you want, or...
Yeah, I might chug a potion while we've got them. I mean, we're near the end now. There's no point in like storing.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, we still have Manshoon to deal with, but that's a problem for like future.
Yeah. I mean, how many hit points do you have left?
17.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
5, 5, 9,
Plus,
13.
yes.
No, wait, no. 5, 9.
It's 14 plus
14
plus 4 is 18.
Yep.
There we go, math.
18.
We're liberal arts students.
Fuck. And now I'm sitting here looking at 17 plus 18. Fuck this day.
35.
Which I don't have.
Yeah, you're back up to max,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
we're fine.
Carl-
Everything's fine.
Carl
I can do math.
Flying over top of the bridge. Like, oh my God, what happened? What is that?
Bother the ooze, Carl.
Which ooze? There's two oozes now.
The one who's closest to Amalika.
I'm coming in to bother. So who do you want to give the help action to?
To Amalika.
To
so
Amalika.
Carl is kind of flying around. You know.
Cupcake, Carl.
Cupcake Carl. Smells like cupcakes around you, Amalika. Waywalk, it is your go now. Back to the top of the order.
Yeah, I'll hit the ooze that is adjacent to Amalika and
Do it up.
what's his name?
Carl.
Carl. My favorite. Ooh, no.
Ooze, no.
Ooze, no. It's a 13 to hit.
Ooh.
That's still a hit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Damn. You ooze, you lose.
The puns.
Yeah, we should try to get as much as we can out of this.
True.
That is only 19 damage that time.
You send another crossbow bolt in, and you hear kind of like gurgling as you kind of notice it's starting to lose consistency. For those who've been listening for a while, you've officially hawked the
rats. It's actually a short bow, little bow actually, because it does less damage.
What's you
than a crossbow.
hawked?
Hawking is when you get it down to 1 hit point.
Oh.
but does not look good. After that is the black ooze.
Oh no, I'm gonna die.
One is going to attack it on Amalika. That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Height
Yeah.
for 4 bludgeoning damage.
Ah.
And the acid.
Be safe, Amalika.
Ooh.
Don't say that.
That is 18 acid damage.
Ooh. All right, good thing
math,
you used that healing potion.
11, is that 11? Yeah, 29 minus 18, that's 11. Fuck, you guys. Math is hard when you're tired or when you're a writer and don't use it a whole lot. But
the D6 ooze is going to move up towards Yosef.
This one here?
Yeah.
How many feet does he have to go?
It gets to move 30.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is one. That has a reach of 10. It does not get to hit.
It does not, so it'll dash right next to Yosef. Blap.
So now if I try to run away from it, I'll get hurt.
Correct. And that was that. Yosef, it is your turn. As you see this ooze, actually, you notice it kind of sticks to the side of the wall, and it's like these little tendrils pulling itself along, like very much like a venom suit, like.
Eddie.
Get away, you're gross. Eldritch Blast.
That's at a disadvantage because it's right adjacent to you if you want to do that.
But you could attack the one that's further away?
He's still adjacent to a hostile creature.
Oh, okay. It's any hostile creature that you're adjacent to.
So what does that mean?
You roll 2d20 and take the lowest. It does have a super low AC, though.
Yeah, I hit it.
I'm going to do it. Okay. Eldritch Blast number 1.
To the face.
It is a... Oh, it's still a 14.
Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
And now... It's a hit for 15.
Ooh.
Actually, I think that's... the 1 is the 6. Sorry. The 0 is the 10.
What? That makes no sense. Okay, then it is a 6.
Yeah. 6. All right. Still takes a hit. It's like...
Eldritch Blast number 2.
You see it bubbles and furls in anger. Silvery blast come out from Yosef.
Oh, no, it's a 1 on that one.
Oh, as you see it kind of like learning just kind of fluidly moves out of the way of the second Eldritch Blast as you punch a hole or punch a big part of rock off the mosaic behind you. Amalika, it is your turn.
Okay. Sorry, I was processing that for a minute. Okay. So lightning's not its friend, but maybe I can use my ice blast. So let's try that.
Let's try that.
Yeah, actually, if you went here, you could probably get both of them with that thing.
All right, let's try that.
And like, if you move here, you're not like going to get an attack of opportunity. You're not leaving its reach.
Okay.
So it's a dexterity save for the both of them. So for that one, that's a natural 1, so that's in the negatives. Whee! And for the one up by Yosef is a 3.
Cool. So what do I have to do?
So it's
3d8.
Yeah. So just roll 3d8 and tell me what the total is. The little diamond-shaped ones.
Nope, this is one. I only have one out right now.
Here's,
add them up.
Here's 2.
Oh, cool. 12.
12. You see the first ooze in front of you explode and splurt all over the place. That is, you see the second ooze as you line it up, and Joseph, you see like this ray of frost just come ripping through it. You notice it starts to crystallize and freeze on it, but you notice the acid also kind of like melts it. So it doesn't take the full brunt of the damage, but it took a significant, and it's starting to lose that coagulation to it. It starts to look like a little watery and drippier.
Is that a level 2?
I think that your ice blast is a level 2.
Yeah, because I've had that for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Carl is next.
Carl will now come and assist me.
He's like, I don't know what to do with this, boss.
Assist me. I'm next.
Oh, okay. Carl will go and assist Waywalk.
No. Well, sorry. If you do the help attack action, he has to be adjacent to the creature, so he's still next to you.
Yeah, you notice Carl starts like clapping his hands, like, I hope this is annoying enough to it.
It's very annoying, Carl. Thank you.
Rage clap. Waywalk, it is your turn.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can crit this thing. I did not crit it, but I did hit it for 21.
That's a hit.
And 4d6s. 4, 9, 14, 19 damages.
You see the bolt go through it, and as it passes through, kind of skips through as like the black ooze kind of melts and eats away at the wood, but you notice that it just kind of very, very Terminator 2 type of style, where it just kind of like disperses and spreads it on the ground. There's no movement left inside the black ooze.
Okay. Good riddance, Ouzo.
Of all the things we've killed, that was maybe the grossest.
I don't know. The hands were pretty nasty also.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. This has been very fight heavy compared to
Yes.
every other session we've played.
Yeah, top 2 grossest things I think are those 2. But yeah, they're both today, which is...
Let's just not open any more doors. Can we not open more doors?
Where does Hako rank in the gross meter? Because he's gross morally, but not gross physically.
I think he's gross sexually. You know what I mean? You know,
No, I don't know.
It's just gross, but
no.
You know, it's almost so gross that you want to have sex with it.
Yeah.
That's not a fetish.
That's your weird cult thing, I think.
Yeah, they've done something to you.
Literally.
Also your parents.
So can we stop talking about my parents? It feels like that's all we want to talk about when we're on the cusp of treasure. And speaking of which, I say we not try the bottom door based on that scenario.
Actually, wholeheartedly agree. I
what,
just said that literally 30 seconds ago.
What's on the other side of this one before we got attacked?
Carl flies over and says, "This is a weird looking room. It's got 4 suits of rusted armor, and there's some dwarven writing into one of the walls. I can't read it. I don't.
Can I look through Carl's eyes?
Absolutely.
I will look through Carl's eyes and now read the writing.
Oh, because of your invocation.
Yeah.
It just transfers into your favorite language. As it reads in Dwarvish, it says, "A secret never told will part Dumathanian's lips."
Who's Mathanian? Stone? Who's Mathanian?
Dumathanian is an ancient dwarven god of creative arts and blacksmithing.
A secret never told will never part through.
Oh, sorry. Wrong room. So the dwarven god of secrets.
Oh.
So, wait, he wants secrets. Well, I'm an open
But
book.
that's what it says. A secret never told will never part through.
A secret never told will part never... Sorry, one more time.
A secret never told will part Dumathanian's lips.
Stone, is that statue in the top room?
It's in the middle room.
Yeah. It's one right across.
No, but I mean so we've already opened one door, which was the top door.
It's the middle bridge. Yeah.
Right, which contains the
4 suits of armor.
And also a statue, though.
The statue is the southern room.
Okay. Wait, I'm confused.
Yeah, I think we maybe got confused there, John. So we opened. I thought we opened the top door and the middle door, and there's one door still closed.
There's one door still closed. So the bottom door that you opened up just had a dwarf a dwarven statue and the adamantine door with the ring at the bottom. Yeah. This room just contains 4 suits of dwarven armor with no helmets and the carving in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the one right across from us now has this.
So the dwarf statue in the original room, is that the god that we're talking about?
Carl doesn't know, unless you want to do a religion check.
No, I'm asking the stone actually.
Oh, the stone. The stone does not know the identity of the statue of the dwarf. I've never seen this visit. It has no religious context to you at all. And you would also know your vision. There's no sacred runes or scrawlings on it either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's one more open sesame. I think we should open that sesame.
I just want to note that this time, if something bad comes out of it, it's your fault.
Yeah. Let's not be close to the wall. This is the bridge that is completely collapsed.
Yes,
I need to heal.
So I can shoot a healing light at Amalika.
Yeah, actually, you might want to give her a cure wounds at this point because she's.
I'm at 11.
So, okay. Yeah, I think it might be a full cure wounds.
You can also do a short rest and roll hit dice as well if you want to save on.
Yeah.
I want to cast Mage Armor.
Boom.
First of all, is that?
It's a level 1 spell. Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm still personally I'm fine for hit points. So if you just want to give her one of your cure wounds, that would probably get her all the way to max.
That's one of my spell slots, though.
I can do we can do a short rest and then.
But then you get your spell slots back anyway.
Okay, I'll do cure wounds.
Boom, boom. So that's a 3rd level cure wounds. So you roll 3d8.
Yeah, 3d8.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need D8s?
I've got 2 there. That's the 5.
Are these
There's one
ones?
on-
These diamond
6.
ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the other one. The 5.
This one?
Yeah.
So 7 and 9.
Plus your 5.
14.
25.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And if you take a short rest, you can spend hit dice to bump up again.
Cool.
So you've got 2 open doors. The bottom door, the middle door, the top door is still closed.
No, the top door was open. We opened the top door first.
Whichever its top is relative in this case.
Okay. Carl, open the final door.
You see him say, Azam, as you see the doors open outwards as well. And he's like, oh, this is, okay. There's like a giant anvil in the middle of the room. And there's like a fresco of like, there's written in Dwarvish, as you can see through his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It says, let the hammer fall and the anvil ring, as this depiction. And you actually see this time on the wall through Carl's eyes is this dwarf that's hammering down on an anvil. And it has those same kind of runes, same kind of like gold and black flashing symbols on it, which you can now read. It's part of a weird incantation that it looks like half of a spell. And it looks like it's kind of like almost like a siphoning transfer of power magic on it.
Okay, having explained that to you guys, what do you think?
The top bridge is fully complete.
Yeah.
And there's also cobwebs around the anvil and stuff like that.
So nothing's been here in a long time. Well, I think we gotta get over there no matter what. Because, one of these 3 things is a thing. I'm also very curious to know about this trapdoor now. Alright, I think let's cross these bridges. So there's a rickety bridge, a fully nice bridge.
It's not fully nice, it's just attached.
It's just fully attached.
There's no gaps. The bottom one has a thin gap. The middle one is there's a complete separation from.
And the other one is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yosef, you could throw Waywalk.
It's true, you could.
I don't trust any of your strengths.
Yeah. It looks like it's a 5-foot gap between the 2.
5 feet?
Yeah.
I never remember what the rules on jumping are here.
If you take a running long jump and you go move at least 10 feet, you can jump triple your strength score.
Triple your strength score. So in my case, I could jump 24 feet. Is it the?
Oh, wait, sorry. I'm thinking the ring of jumping.
Yeah, sorry.
You can leap your strength score round up.
So I could jump 10 feet.
Yes, and it's a 10-foot gap.
It's a 10-foot gap.
So you could make it.
I could make it. Yosef, I think, can make it.
I'm at a 5 for strength.
Yeah, so you.
I'm at 8 for strength. So what does that mean?
So yeah, you could also jump 10 feet.
Yeah.
Presumably.
You could go. You'd have to like use rope or some type of magic to get across.
That's why.
But why are we trying to get across? Like, why don't we just use Carl?
Well, because I think. We can't get.
There's only so much we can do with Carl.
Yeah, and like if we're gonna go down into like the trapdoor, for example, I don't think Carl can lift that.
Well, can't they jump first and then I jump last and then they catch me?
We could throw a rope for you, and then we could try to pull you up. You could also try doing there is one in theory nice bridge that we super don't trust because we played too many games.
Yeah, I don't want this bridge. This bridge is full of lies, and it is either going to collapse or it's full of villainy.
But there's the thin one.
Villains.
The thin one might be fine.
Thin one's at the bottom. That's with the trapdoor, the adamantine trapdoor.
Let's go to that one.
The really nice bridge is the anvil with like the religious scripture that Yosef usually sees.
Well, that's
okay.
A cult door, so no one wants that. So maybe Yosef.
Yeah, one at a time, obviously. Carl, can you?
You're trying to tell me here.
What can you do? Can you? Oh, maybe. Well, I don't know if I have.
Carl can do a lot.
So I got some rope. I have a hammer and a crowbar. All right. How about, can we say there's like I'm going to tie the rope to the crowbar.
Okay.
In some various way. I'm going to pass him the hammer.
Okay.
Like, can you put this in on the other side, hammer it in good, then lead the rope back to us?
Sure thing. Which bridge do you want to do this on? Middle, top, middle, or bottom?
Let's do this on the one that is complete, but still has that small, like the.
It's coming apart,
like a 5-foot gap that you can walk on, or whatever.
That'd be the bottom one.
Yeah, the bottom one.
So he flies down. He kind of like wedges it through the kind of like the gap that the open doors have caused. You're like clang, 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 clang. It's like, all right, and you notice it reaches out about 3/4 of the way across the bridge.
All right, that should be enough. All right, one at a time. I'm gonna go first, and then I'm gonna hold on to this rope, and I'll throw it back to you when I'm across.
Yeah. You go walking over. You hear the stone creak and it wobbles a little bit, but it stays true. Okay. It's like a couple little pebbles kick down. You hear like the clacking and tapping of pebbles hitting the floor downstairs.
Okay. That worked out. Slow and slow. Good news, none of us are wearing heavy armor, so let's hope it goes well. So I toss the rope to who's...
I think, okay, I can't jump as far, so if it collapses, you can jump farther.
Yeah.
So...
You're going next?
Yes.
All right.
You see Amalka grab on the rope and begin to pull herself along. Elves are light and fancy, have a whole bunch of finesse. Not even a pebble comes off as Amalka crosses over.
Yeah. So fancy.
That's me.
And for Yosef.
I will do it.
You grab on the rope as well. And as you come across, again, it's much like Waywalk, where you hear kind of like this creaking and moaning of stone that kind of wobbles beneath your feet. A little bit like a piece of mortar and stone come just tumbling down a little bit, but you make your way across just fine.
All right. Pull out the crowbar.
So now that we're in the room, is there anything?
Wait, can I turn on use detect magic too, just in case?
Absolutely. So much like the doors downstairs, that adamantine trapdoor kind of gives you like a void, but that 10-foot tall statue with the dwarf of the battle axe lights up with evocation magic and divination magic. And evocation is like damaging magic, and evocation is damaging magic, and divination is like sensory awareness magic.
Or
I'm gonna tell you guys this.
Yeah, okay.
Whoa.
Weird. All right, and the clues we read were one has about passing secrets.
A
and
secret
the other one
never
says let the
told.
hammer go down.
That was the top room. That was
Yeah.
Let the hammer fall and the anvil ring. And the room below that was a secret never before told will part Dumathanian's lips. Dumathanian being the god of dwarven secrets.
There's just a statue somewhere doing smoochy lips.
No smoochy
Maybe
lips.
it's like, ooh, no.
But like really cutely, like
no.
like a really like cheesecakey pinup pose.
And
He's doing like a Betty Page face.
the top room had an anvil with a fresco of a dwarf hammering down on an anvil. The middle room had 4 rusted suits of dwarven armor. And this one has the trap door and the 10-foot statue of a dwarven warrior with a battle axe.
Huh.
Should we tell it a secret?
If you got one, I'm kind of like an open book.
And you're in the bottom room right now.
And this is the bottom one is the one
The
with
trapdoor and the 10-foot statue.
10-foot statue, and the statue has magic on it.
Yeah, divination and evocation.
Well, I feel like this trapdoor is a literal trap now.
Did we already ask the stone lady if she knew about the secret? Like, or
Yeah.
like the phrases?
Yeah, she could not identify like who the...
She couldn't identify the statue.
Oh, who's the statue?
She can't. She doesn't know who it is.
No, but
Oh,
like
she doesn't
tell
know.
her the
All right. A stone, what do you make of these magic phrases?
She says, well, from my recesses of knowledge, I do know that Dumathanian is the dwarven god of secrets, and he loves to collect them.
So
Same as... All right.
Well, okay. All right. A secret never told. Well, I do. Okay. I'm not. There's something I haven't quite revealed to you guys. So wait. So which one do we think is this god here? So the statue looks like
She can't identify it.
can't identify it, and then the other room has an anvil and the guy.
Yeah, that's the top room. In the middle room has the 4 suits of armor.
Well,
And you're currently in the 10-foot statue room.
all right. Well, you guys better have some backup secrets in case this doesn't go well. All right. I've never told my good friends that I was once falsely imprisoned for a weird scheme where I bought from what I thought was a legitimate wholesaler, turned out to be a counterfeiter, went to jail, and that's where I met my good buddy, Alvin.
Alvin's a criminal?
No, he was also falsely imprisoned, actually.
Oh, okay.
Well, legally, he's a criminal.
We actually, it turns out that we were what each other needed to figure out what the whole thing was.
Oh,
And that's why we have a life bond that
So
will never be
nice.
broken. Yeah,
So
no,
nice.
he's the reason why I'm alive today. It's very important to me.
Nothing happens.
Well, now you know that. So I hope you're both happy.
I mean, I feel like we're closer now.
Thanks, yeah.
Maybe it was a secret never told to anyone.
Yeah, I guess, Alvin knows that one. That's true. But you guys didn't know it.
Statue? I've always found it obvious that the forefathers killed my parents, but I was never really sure what to do about it.
There's no reaction in the room.
Well,
Okay, so this is not the secret room.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that was a pretty juicy one.
no one knows that.
Yeah. That's well, we'll unpack that more later today. All right. Malika, you better have a secret if we go to a different room.
Oh, I will
All right, so
work on my backstory.
you exit the statue room. Are you bringing the rope with you?
Yeah, I have unpacked the rope.
Did we? So we didn't learn anything else from the statue?
Nope. Statue had no reactions whatsoever.
Could be a different.
If you had the reaction a statue would normally give.
Standard reaction. Let's go to the fresco room.
The fresco room. You head up there. This is the bridge is complete there. Do you want to do your same?
Oh, can we not connect to?
No, they're separate.
They're separate
Yeah.
rooms. Oh, I didn't get that.
Sorry, that's my bad. It's possibly it's a 15-foot jump if you want to try.
Nope. That I can't quite get. And then the other room is the one that has a perfectly fine bridge. And that's the one
top
The
one.
top one has a connected bridge.
Yeah.
The middle one has a broken bridge.
right. And the one with the fine bridge, what room connects to that one again?
The statue room that you were just in.
Oh.
That was
right.
the best connected bridge.
Best connected bridge, right. And then there's a 10-foot gap and a 15-foot gap one.
A 10-foot gap, and then the one at the top is still connected. It's
Right.
the connection doesn't look as solid as the one at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was okay.
Can we pause for a minute?
So yeah, if you want to roll hit dice, you can get
Sure.
hit points back.
Are we doing a short rest? Then?
Yeah.
You can also.
But
give
I'm
that-
also going to attune to the thing while we do that. So I'm going to do a hit dice. And 6. Do I get that many back?
Yeah,
So
plus
you
your
get 6
cost.
plus your cons. So
Whatever, it's fine. That just brings me up to the max.
Perfect.
I will do that too.
Well, yeah. Or you could also just do cure wounds on yourself.
Oh, before then I go into a rest. Okay.
Yeah. And that way you get your
And
Sure,
what's
rest.
cure wounds again?
3d8
plus your plus 5.
Okay, so I picked up 7 from that.
So Amalika, your stats are going to change a little bit.
Yeah, I'm smart now.
Yeah.
I like that it's like It has no effect on you if your intelligence is already 19 or higher. And I'm like, that's cute.
That's cute. Yeah, I mean,
that's cute.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
Waywalker already has an intelligence of 18, so it wasn't really worth it for her.
Now I'm smarter than you.
So now all your intelligence rolls have a +4 to them.
Yeah, so like for example, your Arcana now goes from like being
Should be a
+2 to +7.
I'm back up to full health.
I'm not a dummy for now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you've taken your short rest. You've taken some time. You have the 4 statues room and the anvil room with the fresco in it too.
All right, I think the fresco room is our best bet. We can easily make this anvil ring. So I think, let's do the rope trick again.
Yep.
Go over one at a time on this rickety bridge, very slow.
And you have the routine down. None of you weigh over 200 pounds, so you are good to go.
All right.
You do notice like it does creak and crumble a little bit, a little more so than the southern most bridge, but you make it over just fine.
Okay. So here we are. Yeah, maybe just describe this room again for us.
So this is it's a dust-filled room, and there's cobwebs all over the floor. There's a large black anvil in the middle of this room, but on the wall there is a giant fresco of a dwarf hammering something down on the anvil to Yosef. It has all those black and gold runes and scribbles on it again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's colorful. Like it's essentially just a dwarf in a workshop hammering away at a.
What is it? Can I decipher the runes?
Oh yeah. So as I said before, looks like it's half of a spell or half of like an incantation.
Oh right.
It's like a siphon or a transfer of power.
Is it written in It's written in Dwarvish?
It's written in those black and gold runes that you saw.
Oh.
Or
that Yosef sees.
That only he sees.
And I saw before.
Oh, with your detect magic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see it on Yosef and you see it on the wall as well. And you notice that as Yosef breathes, that's when the black and gold kind of like they get in sync with each other.
What if I touch this statue, do we notice anything different?
You don't notice anything. It's a fresco. It's not a statue.
Yeah. It's the painting on the wall.
So what's reacting to?
It's like the specific painting of the dwarf hammering down.
Okay. So what happens when I touch that?
You notice that they flash and flicker a little bit, but nothing too significant.
Let the hammer fall.
Yeah, and there's like dust and cobwebs on the floor around the anvil as well.
And the anvil ring. Well, I have a hammer here.
Have we tried telling the stone thing about this phrase?
I don't think the stone thing is the god. Give me this hammer.
Here you go.
Okay, I'm going to strike the anvil with the hammer.
You're kind of like a high-pitched ting! As it just kind of reverbs off, nothing really happens.
Man, that was my smart idea. Secrets.
And the dwarvish runes read, let hearts be lifted. Or sorry, let the hammer fall in the anvil ring. Yep.
Hammer fall in the anvil ring. So the hammer. I cast.
Oh, sorry, your detect magic.
Yeah.
The hammer has abjuration magic on it. It lights up. Like I keep remembering you detect magic when it lights up. Abjuration, like defensive, protective magic.
Oh. It is defensive magic.
Let the hammer fall. And the anvil ring. Well, I have a very permanent idea. Do you want to try it?
Yes.
We're going to cut out this hammer and we're going to put it on that anvil.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right. So I pull out my dagger.
Yeah.
Do I have to get boosted up to get a high enough?
A little bit, yeah. You need a little bit of boost.
All right, let me stand on your shoulders here.
Mm-hmm.
And then giving it kind of a wide berth,
As you put the dagger in, you notice that there's a little fine layer of dust, and you notice that there's actually an outline around the hammer.
Ah, wait, yeah. So I pull it around, and then it says there's a cut here line.
It actually just looks like if someone like placed a hammer into the wall.
Oh. Does any hammer work? I grab my hammer and put it in there.
No, it's like there's a hammer in the cut. Like
Yeah, you just have to pull it out of the wall.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, so I pull out the hammer.
And it's really heavy, but you pull out this massive smithing dwarven hammer.
Holy moly!
All right, Waywocket, let the hammer fall. And I toss Waywocket and the hammer at this.
So you hear Waywocket drop the hammer down. You hear like this giant ka-tong, and you see all the dust lift off of the ground. The cobwebs get blown away, and everyone gains 10 temporary hit points.
Whoa. It's not usually what happens when I'm exposed to dust.
You notice that the cobwebs clear away, and on the bottom there's an inscription on the bottom of the envelope that says, "Let hearts be lifted in battles won."
What?
So that'll last for 24 hours or until you use them up.
And battles won?
Yep.
I'm starting to see a little bit of a pattern in Nevermember's design scheme here. It seems to be a system of 3s. There was 3 items to get in here. There's 3 of these rooms. I feel like we've did it here. We got one down. So what do the other ones mean now?
So did we have everything we needed to solve that puzzle in that room?
For this one, as a DM, I'll say, yeah, you figured this one out.
Mm-hmm. So what room haven't we been in yet?
The middle one with the 4
suits of armor.
Well, might as well go check that one out using our rope technique.
You can actually, because there's actually a 10-foot gap between the two.
If we're up, how much is between the 2 bridges?
10 feet. For going north to south, 15 feet.
15 feet here. And there's no like, it couldn't like shimmy across Nathan Drake style.
It's well cut, so it'd be disadvantaged to climb unless you have climbing tools.
I have cartographer's tools.
Actually, give me an intelligence check, Amalika.
Okay.
So smart.
Because you're smarty smart now.
Cool beans. Fuck off.
Wow.
It's not natural intelligence.
What am I doing?
It's
straight up intelligence. So it's a +4.
Yeah, it's 6.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
You know what?
hated.
I'll
6.
I'll say because of the new band, you make the math pretty quick. 50 feet of rope, 15-foot gap, and all the doors are open. You could probably make yourself a pretty nifty swing.
Ooh.
What up, guys?
Have you really crunched the numbers there, Malika?
I think it sounds fun.
I have a headband of superior intelligence. So.
Well, I'm a little intimidated about that, but if let's do it.
So you want you can use the same setup as you had with getting the rope across.
Sure.
And Carl goes over, tank, wedges it in the door. And he flies it back over. You see kind of like this rope just dangling off the side.
I mean, Carl could try this out first if you really wanted.
Carl can fly, though.
Yeah, Carl can fly.
Not a good...
Yeah, but that's like, if it goes bad.
All right, Malika, if I die, Yosef gets my stuff.
That's terrible. What about Alvin and Fablin? He's going to eat Fablin.
They're clearly already dead if I don't solve this. All right. Yosef.
Well, they're definitely extra dead if you give them to Yosef.
I didn't say I wanted to eat Fablin. I just said that someone should.
Case in point.
All right. Let's Waywalk it with his not so bad acrobatic score. We'll take this first.
You
go.
can swing across just fine. It's going whap. You're about 10 feet below the ledge of the crypt. Just give me a basic strength athletics check.
Oh.
Difficulty 10.
Well, that's
inspo if you got it.
I don't know if I do or not.
Essentially, if you fail, you still making your progress up.
Sure. Wow.
Whoa.
It's a literal 0.
So you see Waywalket's kind of scramble on his feet.
All right.
You can try it again.
It's not a panic yet. It's just not.
My math was solid.
I believe
I know
you.
this because I'm smart now.
I believe you. It's an 11.
Yeah, you climb your way up and you scamper up to the top.
I told you.
You see Carl fly the rope over to whoever else wants to.
I'll take it.
Yosef, you can swing over and you can go bap. You stop with your feet rappel style. Again, you're 10 feet below the ledge. It's a strength athletics check to climb up the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's only a 4.
4, yeah. You kind of, much like Waywalk, you're trying to find purchase on the side of the ledge. So you try and scramble up. Carl's like, do you need any help, boss? I mean...
Yeah, Carl could give you a little boost
okay.
push.
Yeah, Carl can push my butt.
So you can roll with advantage this time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I should do this for all of us.
It's a 15. Oh, no, it's a 14 this time.
Easily poop, just gets underneath your butt and kind of hear this little flight sound of cupcakes pushing you up and boop. Yosef lands on the side of the ledge. And Carl comes and flies over to Amalika and says, do you need me to help you as well?
Yes, please.
All right, you go swinging over. Bap. Feet stop the fall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So successful.
What is it? Plus...
Minus, actually, in this case.
Wait, isn't it acrobatics?
No,
it's strength athletics.
Oh.
You're good, though.
You know what? Fine. It's an 18 and then whatever.
Minus 3 something.
You don't even need Carl's help. You just kind of wrap the rope around your legs and climb yourself up. And you don't need help from Cupcake Carl as you pop yourself up and you're at the middle room with the 4 rusted suits.
We're fine. See, we were fine. It's fine. Smart Amalika likes math.
Yeah, no, this is great. And now, quick question though. How do we get back?
That's a problem for future us.
All right.
Well, it's 50 foot of rope and it's a 60 foot drop.
Yeah, that's not so bad. We could go down and then come back up.
Yep.
All right. Now we're here in the 4 suits room
with a carving on the western wall.
Yeah. So maybe just describe this room again.
It's essentially it's a plain room. There's no dust in here, and the 4 suits of armor all face towards the center of the room. The carving looks like it's been professionally done, not scratched into the wall. And the suits look rusted, and there's just the carving on the wall, essentially.
And that's one that says "Tell a secret."
It says a secret never before told will part Dumathanian's lips.
A secret never before told will what?
Will part Dumathanian's lips. And the stone told you Dumathanian is the dwarven god of secrets, who likes to collect them.
Okay.
Amalika, I think it's secret time.
I mean, I was alone for a long time, so I think a lot of the things that I have in my life are currently considered relatively secret. So, I don't know. This is embarrassing, but up until I moved into Trollskull Manor, I slept with my childhood teddy bear that my parents gave me.
You hear stone grinding on stone as the 2 parts of the floor begin to separate in this little 10-foot alley, and you see this stone stairway begin to descend further and further down into the darkness and kind of has a bit of a curl to it.
That's adorable, by the way.
Yeah, let's not talk about it.
All right. I'm very curious about the secret passage, though.
Do you follow the stairs down?
Yes.
You follow it down and down and down. It turns into kind of a spiral.
Although worth noting, I want Carl flying ahead and scouting out for danger and such.
Yep. He comes flying down. And it's there's oh my poobah shaboo. There is coinage everywhere down here.
We found the money pit.
Oh my goodness.
Can I, as we're walking and following Carl, make sure we have detect magic on to see if anything...
It's a standard unlit stairwell as you go spiraling down, and you see...
Treasure.
You realize why you don't need magical light down here, because...
Or a way out.
Although deep underground... This vault is lit by streams of sunlight that pour down from the ceiling, catching motes of dust in their luminous pools. Ornate columns support a 30-foot-high vaulted ceiling, which is adorned with carvings of dwarves basking in the presence of their gods. Deep alcoves line the walls, and piled in one of them is a vast golden trove.
Yay!
Out of the dusty gloom steps an aged dwarf, clutching a staff carved and painted to resemble a pair of entwined dragons.
Oh, yeah.
One gold, one red. Despite the dwarf's age, his eyes are steady and bright. He says, "Oh, I wasn't expecting anyone," he says plainly. "As you can see, this place is a bit of a mess. Perhaps you should come back later after I've tidied up a bit." As you see, he's kind of got like this golden red skin and like this beautiful gold mane of hair, as you have found Lord Dagalt Neverember's hoard of dragons. And we're going to call it there, as you found the vault.
I need to sleep.
Congratulations, everybody.
Time to curl up in a pile of gold.
It is massive.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, we can really Scrooge McDuck around in here.